Look at the enthusiasm behind me, Navika. There's absolutely no sense of regret. It is complete celebrations on the way because the fact that in Gujarat, after 27 long years of rule, they've still managed 150 plus performance is something that really, of course, is cause for celebration over here. The last election was just 99, but just look at this. This is the mood over here where party workers are dancing and celebrating. There's dhol that is being played behind me and music that is being played behind me. Chants of Modi that is underway over here as well, and this is the kind of celebration that is underway even as we speak. We quickly go across to some of these party and speak to them.
Madam, don't even try, just don't try to speak because those are visuals of the BJP Karyakartas celebrating Modi chants coming from BJP's headquarters. Let's try and listen into what they say.
जोश में इस वक्त
बोलो ना।
हमें बहुत खुशी हुई है कि हम बीजेपी कार्यकर्ता हैं, हमारी गुजरात सरकार जीत गई है, हमारे मोदी जी के हाथ पक्के हुए हैं। हिमाचल में तो एक बार सरकार वो बनती है, एक बार वो बनती है, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन गुजरात में हम बहुत अच्छे मार्जिन से जीते हैं। ये हमारे लिए खुशी की बात है। गुजरात जीतना यानी कि दिल्ली जीतना, हम मोदी जी के हाथ पक्के किए हैं और हमेशा मोदी जी के हाथ पक्के करें।
दिल्ली चाहिए?
मैं रोहतक से आई हूँ, हरियाणा से।
रोहतक से आए हैं?
जिला महिला मोर्चा, रोहतक महिला मोर्चा की जिला अध्यक्ष हूँ। मेरा पूरा मोर्चा मेरे साथ आया। हम केवल मोदी जी के हाथ
रोहतक से आप सबके पास आएंगे, एक एक करके आएंगे। क्या कहीं ना कहीं जो रामपुर में इस बार बाई इलेक्शन में पहली बार बीजेपी जीती है, 10 टर्म से आजम खान वहां थे, क्या आप उसे भी ऐतिहासिक रूप से देख रहे हैं?
नहीं, ऐतिहासिक रूप से हमारे मोदी जी ने इतने अच्छे काम किए हैं कि देखिए इतनी प्रचंड जीत हुई है हमारी। और वो लोग क्या, जो केजरीवाल सरकार है दिल्ली को बर्बाद कर दिया, वहाँ पे जाके ये देखिए वहाँ की गुजरात की है। और आप पूछेंगे वहाँ पे लोग कह रहे हैं हमें झाड़ू नहीं चाहिए।
हिमाचल का भी थोड़ा दुख है, लेकिन
नहीं, हिमाचल का भी इतना दुख
Madam Das Gopalakrishnan, of course there's enthusiasm. UP Rampur victory also being celebrated, but it is the record-breaking victory in Gujarat that is the highlight of today. And joining me this evening, former Union Law Minister and Telecom Minister, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, all records have been broken by the BJP in Gujarat. हिमाचल राज और रिवाज दोनों वैसे ही चल रहा है जैसे चला करता था, लेकिन the biggest achievement, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, is what you did in Lok Sabha to the Congress party is what you've repeated in Gujarat Assembly, because it is a minimum of 18 seats that the Congress needs even to get a leader of opposition, and that doesn't seem to be happening in Gujarat. Is that sweet politics and sweet success for the BJP?
Well, Navika, this is the entirely choice of the people of Gujarat. But what is important for all of us is to notice that after 27 years being in power consistently, BJP's biggest ever performance in Gujarat, breaking all the past record. This is indeed a tectonic moment in the democratic polity of the country. Rarely it has happened like this. And I was present in Ahmedabad the day Modi ji was doing his yatra in more than 50 assembly constituencies. Nearly 10 lakh people were there on the streets to welcome him, all from the capital, no one from outside. I think if you ask me why it has happened, including the manner in which Gujarat has been given the biggest drubbing there, I would say is still the reluctance of the establishment of Congress party to recognize the phenomena of Narendra Modi ji, to run him down in this way or that way. And even this election they tried to do so. I am not going to repeat it. People were impressed by his leadership, his phenomenal popularity, both as the CM for 14 years and the Prime Minister for 8.5 years. His Sushashan, BJP Sushashan, BJP Sangathan, Panna Pramukh to Block Pramukh to hard work. And the work they have seen. Navika, I need to tell you that it is to seem to be believed how there is all pervasive development in Gujarat. So what is important is that people of Gujarat have trusted the BJP and they have reinforced the persona of Narendra Modi ji. Amit Shah ji, his hard work, Home Minister, the entire team, the party president, Bhupendra Patel, all together. The party, they have done a great job.
Absolutely, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, and those are visuals just as you name Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He arrives at the BJP headquarters, and those visuals coming straight from Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, the BJP headquarters. Amit Shah arrives at the center just ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is expected there. Broad smiles, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, and why not? But what's the message for the Aam Aadmi Party, which just got the MCD victory under its belt and said they were going to script history in Gujarat? How do you see the performance of the Aam Aadmi Party? They are taking away the opposition space from the Congress Party for sure, but clearly they will be looking closely at what the way forward is, and those visuals clearly show us the trend and the celebrations, and that walk right up to the BJP president's chamber has become the hallmark of the senior leadership getting into a huddle. Before we go across to Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, I also want to introduce our panel in the studio this evening. I'm joined by Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author and scientist, and today you need to be a scientist for the political science that we are seeing on the ground. Also with us this evening, Dr. Akashdeep Muni and Sanjay Jha again.
Good to be in the studio with you.
Good to be in the studio, but good tally that you're looking at on the screen.
Yeah, I'm looking at only Himachal. I can't see Gujarat. Slightly optical illusion.
Okay, and Tehseen Poonawalla.
And I told you, Himachal will be Congress.
Well, Ashutosh and Ishkaran Bhandari also with us. Going back to Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, what is the message to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Well, every party has got the right to be in politics. Why not? And they have come to Gujarat, they fought. The results are there for you to see. I think there are 2-3 things I would like to unsolicited advice for Aam Aadmi Party. Politics, if you come, try to strengthen your organization in a more dedicated way. Unlike Goa gaye, election lade, hare, walkout, Uttarakhand gaye, hare, walkout, then Himachal, the same thing is, they have lost their deposit in all the seats in Himachal Pradesh. I don't want to discuss Punjab immediately. I would love to come on a program about Punjab, what is happening in Punjab. I have done some study. And the way the young people of Punjab are suffering because of drug addiction is a very, very serious national issue apart from looming separatism. But we'll talk it separately at some point in time. One thing, Navika, I would surely like to highlight, and what is my thing? Aam Aadmi Party is yet to demonstrate its ability to become a serious national player by winning Lok Sabha elections. They could not win a single seat in Gujarat, in Delhi, not in the Hindi Patti of North India. Punjab, they had won 4 seats in 2014 fairly. In 2019, it was reduced to 1 seat, and Mr. Mann became the Chief Minister. In the by-election, that they also lost. Therefore, if they really have all India ambitions, then they'll have to demonstrate their ability to become a serious player as far as Lok Sabha elections are concerned.
So,
there is no indication presently. And secondly,
yes.
Just to conclude one point and then you carry your discussion. And secondly, there is too much of ad hocism in their organization. The rest I leave it to them.
Well, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad giving unsolicited advice to the Aam Aadmi Party, and advice coming from a senior lawyer like yourself without a bill that comes with it is a magnanimous gesture that you're making to the Aam Aadmi Party. But thank you very much for joining me, Ravi Shankar Prasad.
You asked me to make the comment. Sorry, you asked me.
This is pro bono.
And good to see you smile, sir.
Ashutosh, sir, this is pro bono.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashutosh. How are you?
I'm great. It's great to see you.
Well, Ravi Shankar Prasad, thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now and sharing a lighter moment with us, and that is the issue. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad hit the nail on the head, Mr. Akashdeep Muni. आप आ रहे हैं, लड़ रहे हैं, ये आपका हक है. Aam Aadmi Party has the complete democratic right to fight elections. But elections are serious business. It's not just, a guest appearance where you come, you steal the thunder, and, if the thunder is not stolen from the voters and your own thunder is stolen, then you just vamoose and go to the next state. That's the point Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad made. How do you respond?
Well taken point. But, this election brings two specific news stories. One is BJP sweeping Gujarat like anything. Second thing is that Aam Aadmi Party getting into the small pockets of Gujarat like Chotila, like Junagadh. They have gone there and made a mark with becoming second, which is outstanding in the first attempt. And this is the news that a new party, new entrant, making a good move into and getting a 12.9% vote share. This is a good performance as per my analysis. However, I still say that there is a long way to go for Aam Aadmi Party. They have to go there, go to place, stay there, win the trust. As Mr. Prasad was saying, very well taken point. They have to stay there, win trust, work at grassroots. Then only they can go a long way. Just coming and then in 3 months thinking that they will be winning elections, this is not going to happen.
Well said. Shazia Ilmi of the BJP also joining the show. And Shazia Ilmi, Akashdeep Muni says, they've debuted well with a 12.9% vote share, and that's something to celebrate. You think that's something to celebrate?
Well, naam bade aur darshan chote. Look at all the talk, look at the conversation, look at the narrative, look at all the airtime that has been that Aam Aadmi Party kind of claimed or seized or hijacked, and just see what they have to show for themselves. As far as Himachal is concerned, each and every seat their deposits are forfeited. Gujarat, yes, there is a small number, but compared to what they were claiming, that everything that is being done, all the corruption charges, all the serious scams, when they were being asked questions of and interrogated, all they had to say was, oh, because you're coming to power in Gujarat, and that's why this is happening. So I think it's humbling for everybody, as should elections be, for the winner, for the victor and others. But here I think also AAP's moral claim to be the only challenger to Modi ji and to BJP also falls flat on its face, because clearly Congress has done very well. Congratulations to them on Himachal. And the fact of the matter is that, yeah, there was a lot of talk and gobbledygook, but precious little to show for it.
Well, also joining our panel this evening, Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party and Smita Prakash, editor of ANI. Vivek Silas, mixed bag for you, but before I come to you, Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen Poonawalla, victory, the smile, the pink shirt, and Himachal you can take home in your pocket, but Gujarat is the larger story here. Simply because it's 182 seats. Just before you begin to attribute motives to me, 182 seats, so I'm just clarifying that point. 182 seats, you get 17, which is not even a leader of opposition. Would you like to comment on the great achievement of the Congress party and the great achievements of the Bharat Jodo Yatra?
So I think you should look at both states together, and I completely buy your point and completely get it that Gujarat is the much bigger state. So that's number one. What did the Congress do right in Himachal and do wrong in Gujarat? So number one, it did not give up a fight in Himachal. Whatever resources it had, it put up a good fight. Now, you can credit Priyanka Gandhi, Bhupesh Baghel, Sachin Pilot and Rajiv Shukla for setting a fight in Himachal. In Gujarat, the Congress did not do it. Number two, Himachal is a Hindi heartland state. Himachal is a just to message Karan. Himachal is a Hindi heartland state, and as Rish Karan and I were discussing, there's a large upper caste population. Even despite that, on the issue of nationalism, the Congress has won Himachal against Prime Minister Modi on the Agniveer issue.
The serious point that he made, and hands have gone up in the studio.
10 seconds. Just give me 10 seconds and I'll be done.
बाकी analysis है.
10 seconds.
बाकी analysis.
आज pick में हूँ.
Well, आनंद रंगनाथन नहीं, जितना हिमाचल प्रदेश के लिए जितना बोलने देने का टाइम देना था हमने दिया.
I'm in the pink of health.
Yes, you are in the pink of health. But Anand Ranganathan, he raised the issue of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra campaigning, and he said, absolutely, Ishkaran, we'll all come in and we'll all pick that point because that is the point of debate. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra can script a victory, Rahul Gandhi can't. That's the unsaid line by Tehseen Poonawalla. Headline has to fit in 5 words, and that's the headline, Anand Ranganathan. Is that the bottom line of the Congress tonight?
Navika, first of all, it's very disappointing. I have 3 points to make. Number one, झाड़ू किसी और का था और स्वीप कोई और कर गया. सो डॉक्टर मुनी, जो आप गुजरात की बात कर रहे हैं. सेकेंडली, व्हेन यू आर कैस्टिगेटिंग कांग्रेस एंड तहसीन फॉर सेइंग दे डोंट इवन मेक इट फॉर द लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन, बट दे डू हैव ऑपोजिशन ऑफ लीडर, इजंट इट? सो दैट्स वन पॉइंट. नंबर टू, व्हाई आर वी डिस्कसिंग बीजेपी एंड इट्स फैंटास्टिक विक्ट्री इन गुजरात? द रियल टॉकिंग न्यूज पॉइंट is that AAP has got 5 seats, 87 less than what was predicted by the Intelligence Bureau. What are our intelligence agencies doing? हमारा टैक्स पेयर का पैसा जा रहा है. Is this professionalism? Heads must roll. The IB director should resign.
No, but did they send actually the same report to Arvind Kejriwal? And what happens to the letter?
Obviously, Adesh Gupta, BJP president, he should also resign because yesterday he in the morning said that we are going to sweep MCD like anything.
Well, but one minute, gentlemen. Let's not lose the serious point here. And Vivek Silas, let me come across to you, because there were 2 by-elections that took place even in Uttar Pradesh. The message is clear. The legacy seat, Lok Sabha seat of Mulayam Singh Yadav ji, the late Mulayam Singh Yadav ji, been taken by Dimple Yadav, and all the controversy over election commission, EVMs, this, that and the other comes to naught because she comfortably wins that seat with a huge margin. So Vivek Silas, what was all the song and dance about? Number one. And number two, Rampur bastion being breached, Azam Khan's seat going for a toss. What does that mean for the Samajwadi Party? And do you think for the opposition parties, whether it is the Congress Party, whether it is the Aam Aadmi Party or the Samajwadi Party, everybody needs to sit back and take notice of what's happening on the ground, and that is signified by just one phenomenon, which is Modi magic and Modi's personal relationship with the voters of India.
Yes. Very good evening to you, Navika ji, and all the panelists. I would just like to correct you a little bit, Navika ji. There were 3 by-elections in Uttar Pradesh. One was Mainpuri, the other one was Khatoli, and the third one was Rampur. And Samajwadi Party has won the seat, Lok Sabha seat of Mainpuri by almost 3 lakhs vote, and Khatoli, that was taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party in March, but the Bharatiya Janata Party has lost there with a margin of over 25,000 votes. Okay, as far as the Rampur is concerned,
election commission
for us, I don't deny.
What about the fairness of the EVM and the election commission? Question number 1.
Ma'am, as far as the Samajwadi Party is concerned, we definitely even today favor the ballot papers more than the EVM, definitely, no doubt about it. Had the election been done with the ballot papers, we would have definitely won the Rampur seat as well.
Oh,
there's no doubt about it. We have gone to the election commission.
All right.
We have gone to the election commission, and we have also gone to the Supreme Court as well, ma'am.
ओके ईश्वरन मंडारी एक जीते खतौली में देयर इलेक्शन कमीशन इज नॉट रॉन्ग बट इलेक्शन कमीशन इज रॉन्ग व्हेन इट मेक्स पोस्ट लॉस फॉर देयर पार्टी इन रामपुर.
We would have won with a bigger margin. One area and the machines are not working fine in the other area, but machines never work fine in any assembly when they lose the entire state. That is a statement they have given and they want to stick to them, so God bless them. But one second I want to speak on what Tehseen said. It's very interesting. After 4 years, Congress has won a state, after 4 long years, and he credits Priyanka Gandhi, Sachin Pilot. So is something new starting in Congress now? That Rahul Gandhi yatra करें और प्रियंका गांधी चुनाव जिताएंगी इनके हिसाब से?
No, she campaigned in Himachal and Rahul ji is doing something very important for the country. He's uniting the country. Huh? Yes, but UP the Congress that's immature. UP the Congress does not have a cadre, it does not have an organization. In Himachal it has. So the Gandhis can add muscle to where there's an organization. Therefore, organization building is important. Which is what Rahul ji is doing. Which is what Rahul ji is doing. And Priyanka ji has come in and she's led the campaign in Himachal along with Kharge.
Well, on that note, Rahul ji building an organization, and where there is an organization, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra posting a win. As of now, that's the analysis, but there are many questions that come out of that statement. I can see Smita Prakash almost waiting to say something, but I'll take a short break and be back, and Smita, come straight across to you after the break.
Never seen before poll tools. Decoding the votes, seats and swing. Groundbreaking TV coverage. Value for every minute spent. Result day live only on Times Now. Election News Headquarters.
अगर स्टार की फीस है, which is happened, I mean we don't have to go who, it's quite common. उसका GST 18% है सर, 18% तो GST है उसका. अब आप कह रहे हो आपने 16, am I right? 16 crores is the number? Yeah, 17 crores में आपने पूरी पिक्चर बना ली. मैंने सुना
कनाडा का रिलीज मिलके
कैमरा का
वो कनाडा में जो किए हम लोग,
हाँ, वो सब मिला के
उधर हमारा रिलीज का खर्चा मिलके वो 16 करोड़.
और कई लोगों के बजट ऐसे होते हैं. सर मैं एक YouTube चैनल चलाता हूं, उसमें मैंने किसी को बुलाना चाहा, उन्होंने कहा कि मेरी कंगी करने के लिए और ये करने के लिए 11 लोग आएंगे. उन सब
ये जोक मेरे सामने मारना था, मतलब
आप भी ले आओ सर 5-6.
आपको कंगी वाला जोक मेरे सामने मारना था.
अरे वो तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं सर. आप तो बियॉन्ड कंगी हो. पर
और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि 90% लोग यहाँ पर बिना कंगी के वाले बैठे हुए हैं.
नो, सो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग,
आई एग्री विद यू. यू आर राइट.
मेकअप, नॉट जस्ट कंगी, इट वाज मेकअप, इट वाज दिस. कोई पानी लाएगा, मिनरल वाटर होना चाहिए. मैंने सुना है लोगों की 4-4 वैनिटी वैन होती है. दीज आर नॉट, सो दीज आर कॉस्ट स्ट्रक्चर्स विच आर सो. और एक एंड पे आजकल ऐसे भी कंटेंट बन रहा है. 15 करोड़ में आपने पूरी पिक्चर बना ली. यूट्यूबर्स तो बेचारे और भी कम में बनाते हैं, सम ओटीटी. सो व्हाट इज इट लाइक? क्या ये बॉलीवुड कोई, जो बॉम्बे है, हम भी वहीं रहते हैं मुंबई में, वो कोई और ही दुनिया में चल रहा है? या आप लोग कैसे, मतलब वेयर, हाउ कैन यू मेक अ फिल्म फॉर 15 करोड़ एंड दे आर मेकिंग फिल्म फॉर 400 करोड़ और उनकी नहीं चल रही है और आपकी चल रही है? ये कैसे हो, कैसे रहा है? व्हाट इज दिस?
देखिए ऐसा नहीं है. अभी कार्तिक आर्यन की फिल्म भूल भुलैया 2 चली, बहुत अच्छी. संजय लीला बंसाली की फिल्म विद आलिया चली, बहुत अच्छी. तो ऐसा नहीं कि बड़े बजट की फिल्में चल नहीं रही हैं. जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि लोगों को एंटाइटलमेंट अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है.
बताइए एंटाइटलमेंट किसी को समझा.
मतलब कि हम आपको बताते हैं कि अभी फिल्म कैसे बनती है, हम आपको बताते हैं कि क्या होना चाहिए फिल्मों में. दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट. दे आर इंटरेस्टेड, दे स्पेंड देयर मनी. ऑल्सो चेंज होता गया ना. पहले तो हमारे पास, हम सादे फिल्में देखने चले जाते थे, फिर डिफरेंट साधन हुए. आज लोगों के पास एंटरटेनमेंट के कितने साधन हैं. आप मॉल में चले जाइए, खाना खाने की जगहें हैं, ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, वगैरह वगैरह कितने सारे हैं. तो नाउ दे डोंट लाइक एनीथिंग. आई विल गो बैक टू द सेम थिंग, एनीथिंग विच स्मेल्स ऑफ फेकिज्म, इफ देयर इज अ वर्ड लाइक दैट. They just don't understand that. They will rather go to see a Kantara, they will rather go to see a Triple R, they will rather go and see some other film. American films, क्या business करती हैं यहाँ पे?
Ladies and gentlemen, and Smita Prakash, this is the major talking point this evening. The issue is Rahul Gandhi went for whatever 2 or 2.5 rallies in Gujarat, and look at the state of the Congress party in Gujarat. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra went to campaign in Himachal. Rahul Gandhi did not set his foot there, and they won Himachal Pradesh. One solo victory of the Congress party, first one in 4 years. What does that tell you about the leadership within the Congress?
Well, Tehseen just before the break says that Rahul Gandhi is building the organization. I don't understand what all is Rahul Gandhi doing in this Bharat Jodo. He's building the organization, he's uniting the country, he's erasing hate, he's fostering love, he's teaching martial arts, he's reviving true Hinduism. And in your channel today, one congressman even said that unko rajniti mein mat ghasitiye. So, you know, he's above all this. He's become some Sant Mahatma who's above all this thing, and Rajniti is for tuch pranis, you know, who are going to get into the daldal of Rajniti and try and do, you know, small menial tasks like win elections. This is what it has come down to, you know. I mean, the disdain towards winning elections that the Congress has. So that's why I tend to think that, you know what, the Himachal victory was not so much a scripting of victory as it was BJP losing the election. You know, last minute Rajiv Shukla coming in with Baghel's team and reviving some kind of a campaign to win this. It was all there for the BJP to lose. Otherwise, and the natural tendency of Himachal of changing governments every 5 years. Otherwise, I don't see any reason why the Congress would have won in any state, whether in Gujarat or in Himachal, or of course Delhi to zero hi nikla. So, you know, the humiliating defeat of Gujarat should have the Congress rethink. Instead, they are giving the credit for Himachal to Priyanka Gandhi. All respect to Tehseen about Priyanka Gandhi, but I'm sorry that your party has still not found a replacement for Ahmed Patel. They have not found somebody who can strategize. You had Kharge ji going to Gujarat and comparing Modi with Ravan. You already know what happened with the Maut Ka Saudagar statement, and Gujarat never forgave the Congress. Over and above that, you go and do it all over again by comparing him with Ravan. So jo kuch thodi bahut seatein aani thi wo bhi khatam ho gayi as a result of that. So, you know, it's what, of course, one has to see, Navika, is that in the event of a united opposition, you now have another contender, the Aam Aadmi Party. Though in 2023, I don't see them becoming a contender in any of the state elections that are going to happen in 2023. And even in 2024, frankly, as Ashutosh pointed out earlier in the day on your channel, that when it comes to the parliamentary election, people of India do not see Aam Aadmi Party. Not even Delhiites voted the Aam Aadmi Party when it came to parliamentary elections. So it all goes to show that there is nobody to beat Narendra Modi when he goes to the people and campaigns out there, even though Himachal gave them a loss this time.
Well, let me get in Sanjay Jha. And Sanjay Jha, today for you, what is the big takeaway? The fact that Congress won in Himachal, or the fact is that BJP actually lost in Himachal, which posts a victory for the Congress party, and the fact that the Congress never learns from its mistakes? Ravan, औकात दिखा देंगे, and I don't want to say it, but people are already saying it on social media, औकात दिखा दिया.
But
Gujarat.
I think to say that Himachal was lost by the BJP and not won by the Congress, then one can also say that Gujarat was not lost by the Congress, but, you know, but not won by the BJP but lost by the Congress. I think that rhetoric and hyperbole that Smita has indulged in is frankly presumptuous. No political party ever goes to an election to lose. You go to win. Now the intensity, the strategy, etc., that may boomerang, it may work, that's a different issue altogether. But I think there is one big takeaway for the Congress. And I think it's a positive takeaway for the Congress. One, as we all know, after 4 years wresting a state from the BJP, even if it's a small state, it doesn't matter. But I think what you get from the verdict of today is the diversity of India. That in Gujarat, the BJP should have a thumping win, but in Himachal, it should lose to the same Congress which it has devastated in Gujarat. I think the diversity of India really shows through in these elections. And the second point, that if you look at the Himachal demographics, Navika, you'll find that the first-time voter was a very interesting attribute of the election. Many people assume that the first-time voter usually is a pro-BJP because of Mr. Modi's charisma. Clearly did not work, although the vote shares are pretty much similar. And I would say the third aspect, that the difference is, and this is what the Congress needs to learn, look at the leaders in Himachal. Actually, the Congress has a couple of good chief ministerial candidates. I think that will be the next headache for the Congress to...
Exactly, too many good chief ministerial candidates.
It's good to have a problem of plenty, because at least you have a choice. So if the Congress were to create...
You have a choice or you have a headache, because Rajasthan, Ashutosh, is a headache, and as Karnataka is going to be next for the Congress party. But how do you actually see the fact that Tehseen said, Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, compare the two leaderships, and is the Congress's boat really without a captain?
I'm really dreading what Sanjay has said, that the problem of plenty. This is what was said about the Indian cricket team. They lost Asia Cup, they lost World Cup, and they are losing in Bangladesh. Bangladesh and also lost New Zealand. So the problem of plenty is a difficult one. See, I think the bigger picture which we should see, that this is a split verdict. Because we are talking about the Gujarat, we are talking about Himachal Pradesh, also talking about MCD, but we have forgotten that there has been by-election in the 5 states. In the 5 states, the Congress managed to retain in Chhattisgarh and in Rajasthan both. BJP lost in Khatauli, which it had, and Manpuri again is Samajwadi Party won. And in Odisha, the Padampur, the BJD has won. Though in Kundli, Bihar, JDU and RJD has to think twice, because everybody was thinking if they come together then they can sweep the elections. I think this is the second election with the
exactly,
BJP has won.
Yes.
So this shows that if Samajwadi Party can win Manpuri, why they lost Azamgarh? Because in Manpuri they fought.
No, Vivek Silas said, no, it's the election commission's fault.
No,
5 seconds. I want to comment
Samajwadi Party is saying, what Samajwadi Party is saying, that up to the Samajwadi Party. But if Akhilesh Yadav is sitting in his home and thinking that Azamgarh they can win, then this is what happens. You have to go, you have to hit the ground, you have to go there, slog, you have to do all kinds of things, as BJP does. If Akhilesh Yadav had not gone to Manpuri, they would have lost easily.
Now Navika, 5 seconds.
The lesson is very simple. Split, the verdict is a split. There is no single narrative, but everybody has to slog like the Prime Minister did in Gujarat. And you imagine
there is no substitute to hard work.
Yeah, now, let me first come to my good friend Sanjay, when he talked about that you have a headache in Himachal, there are too many good leaders, as he said. Sanjay, is Pratibha Singh ji also a chief ministerial candidate according to you?
I mean, I know I can't make my own.
But she would be one of the good leaders that you talked about.
Be a very respectable.
Right. Now this is the problem. You see, Sanjay Jha has been suspended from Congress because he demanded more probity, morality and ethics. The same Sanjay Jha does not mention that same Miss Pratibha Singh has been severely indicted by the High Court and said, please frame charges against her for corruption. Now Sanjay,
the income tax case that went on forever.
Please answer.
Let me answer.
Without what about it?
No, let me answer.
Yes.
Do you know, Anand, that one of the reasons why the BJP has lost in Himachal is because of the corruption allegations in the recruitment of several government department jobs?
I asked something else.
One minute.
Is the court wrong?
1 minute. My simple statement here is that no individual who becomes a chief minister should have a character which is easily impeachable. Must have integrity that cannot be compromised. But that's for the political party to decide, and I'm sure they will consider all the legal provisions against, which might go against her in the future. But I think the larger point is that the Congress has people with experience of politics who can manage what you call as the state, and more importantly, take the party forward. And it's a good problem to have. I disagree with Ashutosh when he says a problem of plenty is a headache. It's a positive headache because at the end of the day, you need to solve
really?
those problems.
Unless you win. Really, Shazia Ilmi, problem of plenty. No, 1 minute. Problem of plenty is a positive headache to have. Shazia Ilmi, Rajasthan, Karnataka, positive headache for the Congress party?
More troubleshooting, basically. That's all.
So first of all, Sanjay ji makes a theory, but I would like to question the very basis, the very premise of what he suggests. I don't know what the problem of plenty, that there is such a problem at all. Let's not even get scarcity and abundance here. There is a clear lack of not just the desire to win, but work towards it when it comes to the leadership. That they have won the Himachal fair and square is something that I would have already congratulated them on. But the inability to realize the fact that there is something amiss, and gravely so, seems to be the issue. Now see, this victory, which can teach so many people so much in Himachal, could have led to many other observations. But the observation Sanjay ji comes up with is, leaders can lead and there's a problem of plenty and there are wonderful people out there. Is these platitudes that we have to do away with? Is this wishfulness of it all? Eventually, as I said earlier,
but then the same question, Shazia Ilmi, can be asked of your party. You knew there was discontent in your own camp within the Himachal Pradesh, system, and you knew that there was a problem, and you also knew that there were many of your rebel leaders who left and went. You couldn't do anything about that either, considering you're a disciplined party. Even you couldn't solve those problems.
True, but I want to point this out. I agree with that. There was a lot of infighting and it's been very public and all of that. But do you realize that in Himachal also, if you look at the vote share of BJP, there has barely been any difference. I mean, compared to all the results, if you were to analyze them, and to this time, considering the fact that anti-incumbency is the mood or the norm that prevails in Himachal.
That's the point. And that's the point I want to take to Akashdeep Muni.
But you see, less than 1,000.
Akashdeep Muni, the question here is, wherever the Congress folds up, the Aam Aadmi Party strikes gold. But when it comes to the BJP doesn't really let go of its vote share very easily. They have a vote share, they work hard, they work on it. Whether you want to talk about the MCD, they've increased. Yes, they've lost, but they've increased their vote share. 2% se badha hai, lekin badha hai. In Gujarat, it's a victory, they've increased their vote margins. In Himachal Pradesh, it's not a big dent to their vote margins. And that is where the national picture then becomes extremely troublesome for the opposition.
No, definitely. BJP has put a very good fight in Gujarat. Of course.
Fight in Gujarat?
Fight in Himachal. The point I am making is that in MCD polls you are talking about. In MCD also they have after winning 67 seats out of 70, still MCD was won by BJP. But this time Aam Aadmi Party came in. Of course, the vote share has risen for them by 1%. But my point is that yes, BJP is a strong party, but the specifically getting into the grassroots of each and every state, Aam Aadmi Party has made a big dent in number of states like Punjab and Delhi are there, and Gujarat.
Uttarakhand,
Himachal, yes, in Himachal, Aam Aadmi Party was unable to do it because of
Uttarakhand.
See, Aam Aadmi Party is a small party. It is just 10 years old. You have to give them time to develop. We have given 100 years to BJP.
But there are startups which have become unicorns.
For ads.
Startups become unicorns in today's day, and Ishkaran Bhandari, if that is not happening to the Aam Aadmi Party, are there lessons in this election even for the Aam Aadmi Party?
For Aam Aadmi Party, of course, if you take the logic, they are a 10-year-old party, then of course they should not be even aiming for 2024 election, right? But the reality is, Aam Aadmi Party, if they had managed to make 20-25% vote share in Gujarat, I think he will agree, they would have projected themselves as the opposition to BJP for 2024. In that sense, they have hit a massive wall that they are not going to be able to project themselves as the main opposition to Prime Minister Modi in 2024 election. What their journey is, what their journey happens to be, of course we will have to see. But today has been a bad day for Aam Aadmi Party in the sense, in the manner they were seeming to project themselves for 2024.
Doctor, I want clarification from you. You see, whenever one wins or loses elections, the real loser as far as experts or people who lose from that side are the voting janta. Now, for example, you've already, I'm sure, branded the people of Gujarat as this and that, but please remember, the same people of Gujarat have rejected your promises of giving 1,000 rupees free to every Gujarati woman that you promised to give in Punjab. The same Gujarati voter has rejected a lot of freebies that you said that will save them, each family in Gujarat, 10,000 rupees per month. Why would they reject it? Please tell
you that
Please tell me.
Before the Punjab elections, Kejriwal was said to be a Khalistani. So we are not in the business of naming.
Don't
I'm asking something else.
Don't derail the discussion, and I want to get in Ashutosh. I'm coming to you because there is a connected point I want to ask Ashutosh. The question here is, number one, the freebie model. Number two, is there a quick fix solution in politics? Because the Aam Aadmi Party was looking for a quick fix. यहाँ गए, यहाँ ये हो गया, वहाँ गए, वहाँ जीत गए. ऐसा long term ho sakta hai in different parts of the country. Delhi is a separate case study because Delhi as a state is a city state and therefore a smaller area to talk about, smaller conglomerate of people to talk about. Is it as easy as that in rest of India?
See, as you talk about the freebies, I think freebies should not be allowed because it is bad for the Indian economy, it's bad for the Indian politics. I think I term freebies a kind of a bribe to the voters. This should stop immediately. This should stop immediately.
Free school education.
I'm not talking about only Aam Aadmi Party. No, I'm not talking about only.
Well, I have to interrupt you for a minute there. The cavalcade of the Prime Minister on its way to the BJP headquarters. Already we see Mr. Rajnath Singh, Mr. Amit Shah and JP Nadda on the dais in the headquarters of the BJP. Home Minister, Defence Minister already seated there. The Prime Minister's cavalcade arriving at the BJP headquarters. Everything is in sync and this is the victory lap for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. As they say, किसी फिल्म में कहा था, सिर्फ नाम ही काफी है. And that's the way Gujarat has voted for him. He didn't need to go there. He didn't need to ask for the votes, but last time Gujarat gave him 99 seats and Congress had 77. This time, some people, and I was talking to a few experts in Gujarat, they say that Gujarat has atoned for what they did to Modi last time with this record-breaking performance in these elections. 156, unprecedented number, and look at the manner in which the vote share has grown. Look at the margins in several constituencies. Look at the conversions in pockets where the BJP had really no-go spaces, and that is the story that has been scripted by Narendra Modi. It's Narendra Modi all the way. Talking about anybody else at this point in time even seems pointless. Sanjay Jha?
Yeah.
You're objecting to that?
No, I'm not. I just want to remind my good friend Anand because he went on this freebies trip. But Anand, I hope you know some facts here. The BJP promised freebies which included 1 minute free cylinders, subsidized chana and cooking oil, and guess what? Free electric scooters for girls and boys.
Now, you see,
I mean, 1 minute.
This is where
the truth is.
You fail to read me.
No, 1 minute.
Months before you are accusing me of not telling you what BJP has said freedom. This is a thread on all political parties promising freedom.
Yeah. So well, 1 minute. One minute. Those visuals, Prime Minister talking to JP Nadda, the BJP chief, both of them coming in, look at the body language, and I love to study body language of politicians in difficult situations, in situations like this. How do you see the body language of Prime Minister Modi tonight? If I can ask this question of Ashutosh, you've been a journalist. How do you look at the confidence?
The Prime Minister has been very, very confident. I think there's no doubt about it. And he hardly lost elections, so he has all the reasons to be confident. And I think Gujarat is it's out of the world. We're talking about the political.
Even Himachal, look, the BJP has done very well in Himachal. Forget the seats. And one man, the Prime Minister said, forget the candidates, vote for me. What the BJP has done in Himachal, and I want to be gracious here, is because of the Prime Minister. So here is a man who is taking the BJP. He is the BJP today. Yeah. That is good. But in the long term, how good that is, time will tell. But right the moment, it's his day, his time.
Yeah, Tehseen Poonawala. Let many other people worry about what about the BJP in the long run.
I think Congress has done so well.
तुम्हारा homework तो तैयार है as far as the Congress is concerned, because long run में Rahul Gandhi will get an organization in place. It's the short run you should worry about. But Smita Prakash, I also want to ask you, Prime Minister, 156 seats in Gujarat. Is this exactly what they had planned? Because even at the Times Now summit, when we asked the question, there was absolutely no hesitation in Mr. Amit Shah saying that we will break our previous highest record of 129 seats, and there it is. The victory sign, the inimitable victory sign by the Prime Minister.
But Navika, more importantly, did you... Yeah. Navika, the first 3 minutes when the Prime Minister was walking in, there was Mr. Nadda and he chatting along. Remember, Mr. Nadda today must be feeling awkward because it was his home state, Himachal, which has delivered a loss, electoral loss. But the Prime Minister chatting...
Sorry, I'm cutting you off, Smita, because we want to hear what the Karyakartas are telling Prime Minister Modi.
Narendra Modi Zindabad!
The wave and the victory sign has been done, and now Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi walks on to the stage, and Smita, you hit the nail on the head when you said that there must have been that awkward half a minute between the Prime Minister and Mr. JP Nadda, the BJP's president. Given the fact that BJP's lost the elections in Himachal, they wanted to break the rivaz, as they called it, hasn't been done. It's gone like every time, but they would have wanted to buck that trend just as they did in Uttarakhand. Not so successful in Himachal Pradesh, but there the Prime Minister taking center stage, flanked by BJP chief and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and of course Amit Shah, Home Minister, looking on, smiling, everybody is smiling ear to ear, the sweet scent of victory there. Anand, what do you think Narendra Modi and Nadda ji would have spoken about?
Well, knowing the work culture of Narendra Modi, and Tehseen himself has today very refreshingly paid him a compliment, I think he would have gently, not quite rebuked, but at least asked him what went wrong and how can it be corrected ahead of the other elections. And I do hope that while BJP is out here clearly going to celebrate the victory in Gujarat, why is Rahul Gandhi and the Congress not having a similar function celebrating the victory of Himachal?
Because they are in Savai Madhupur.
I send that message.
Sonia Gandhi, Rahul
That's
Gandhi
the difference. That's the difference.
They are there. And I said this in the morning.
Mrs. Gandhi's birthday tomorrow.
Yes. birthday
Sanjay agrees with
celebrations and
me.
victory in a
Navika,
state
Navika,
celebration.
Navika.
Well, that's the garland going out. Let's hear the chants from the BJP karyakarta.
आप सभी से निवेदन है, कृपया बैठ जाइए। आपका जोश बता रहा है, कृपया बैठ जाइए। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जिंदाबाद। अब मैं निवेदन करूंगा भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्री जेपी नड्डा जी से कि वो आए और हम सबके नेता पार्टी को हर विजय की ओर बढ़ाने वाले, हर विजय के मूल आधार प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का स्वागत करें। आदरणीय श्री जेपी नड्डा जी।
बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। भारतीय जनता पार्टी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी। श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी। आज के इस विशाल विजय सभा में मंच पर उपस्थित हम सबके प्रिय नेता, भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री सम्माननीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, मंचस्थ हमारे सभी वरिष्ठ नेता और यहां इतनी बड़ी संख्या में एकत्र आए, जोश से भरे हुए, ओतप्रोत होते हुए विजय के इस सभा में अपना योगदान करने के लिए दूर दूर से आए। आप सबकी ओर से और मैं अपनी ओर से और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के करोड़ों कार्यकर्ताओं की ओर से हम अपने यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं। आज हम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का अभिनंदन और स्वागत करते हैं। साथ ही साथ गुजरात की जनता, गुजरात के कार्यकर्ता और तमाम कार्यकर्ता जो इस चुनाव में हिमाचल प्रदेश में, दिल्ली में लगे, उन सबको भी मैं तहे दिल से बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं और उनका भी अभिनंदन करता हूं। यह हम सबके लिए खुशी की बात है और आज बड़ा ऐतिहासिक दिन है। जब हम गुजरात के नतीजे देखते हैं तो आजाद भारत में रिकॉर्ड तोड़ते हुए ये जीत हासिल आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हम सबको मिली है। इस प्रचंड जीत ने, इस प्रचंड ऐतिहासिक जीत ने इस बात को स्पष्ट कर दिया है जिसकी नींव आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भारत की राजनीति में रखा है, और वह है विकासवाद, विकास की कहानी। सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास, इस मूल मंत्र को लेकर जिस अथक प्रयास के साथ आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने गुजरात की जनता, देश की जनता की सेवा की है, वह हमको प्रचंड जीत में दिखती हुई दिखाई देती है। हम जानते हैं कि विकास के साथ साथ कल्याणकारी नीति, गांव, गरीब, वंचित, पीड़ित, शोषित, दलित, समाज के अंतिम पायदान पर खड़ा व्यक्ति, उन सब के लिए जो आपने नीतियां बनाई, जो आपने कार्यक्रम बनाए, जो उनके दुख दर्द को समझा, जो उनके आंसुओं को पोंछने का आपने काम किया, उस गरीब के घर में रोटी मिल सके इसकी व्यवस्था की, उसके घर में अच्छा सा शौचालय हो जाए और वो जीवन इज्जत के साथ जी सके, इससे यह परिवर्तन आपने ला करके दिखाया है। गरीब के घर में बिजली मिले 24 घंटे, उसको 2 वक्त की रोटी मिले, वो विकास करने के लिए उसकी शिक्षा की व्यवस्था हो, स्वास्थ्य की व्यवस्था हो, महिलाओं की चिंता हो, युवाओं की चिंता हो, किसानों को इज्जत से आगे बढ़ने का मौका मिले, ये सारी नीतियों को आपने प्रतिपादित किया है। और जिस तरीके से आपने गुजरात में विकास में सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़े हैं, गुजरात की जनता ने भी नतीजों में सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए, यह भी आपको देखने को मिला। हमें मालूम है 52.5% वोट हमारे को मिला गुजरात में, और उसके साथ साथ 156 सीटों पर हम विजय हासिल कर पाए हैं। जहां तक कांग्रेस का सवाल है, पिछले चुनाव में 41.4 से घट करके 27.3% पर कांग्रेस आकर के खड़ी हो गई। एक तरीके से उनका वंशवाद, परिवारवाद, अकर्मण्यता और गैर जिम्मेदाराना विपक्ष, यह सब मिलाकर के उनकी स्थिति इस तरीके की बनाता है। मैं यह भी कहना चाहता हूं, एक नई पार्टी आई गुजरात का अपमान करने के लिए। वो नई पार्टी क्या करती थी? एक पेपर लेकर के आए उनके नेता और कहने लगे, ये देखो, इसको नोट कर लो, और मैं यहां भविष्यवाणी करता हूं कि गुजरात में सरकार उनकी पार्टी की आ रही है। ऐसा गैर जिम्मेदाराना पार्टी का नेता जो इस तरीके से जनता के आंखों में धूल झोंकता हो, जनता को गुमराह करता हो, ऐसे नेता को आज नतीजों के बाद सार्वजनिक रूप से माफी मांगनी चाहिए गुजरात की जनता के साथ और भारत की जनता के साथ। यह कैसी राजनीति है? देखो, मैं लिख के दे रहा हूं, भविष्यवाणी कर रहा हूं। और दूसरा रिकॉर्ड उसने क्या तोड़ा? कि आजाद भारत में आज दिन तक ऐसा कोई नेता नहीं हुआ जो बोर्ड लेकर के चलता हो कि मैं कट्टर ईमानदार हूं। बोर्ड लेकर के ऐसे अपने बारे में बताने की आवश्यकता पड़ जाए, आप समझ सकते होंगे कि ये कितने कट्टर बेईमान हैं। मैं आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करना है, मैं अधिक समय नहीं लूंगा, लेकिन मैं फिर से गुजरात में जो हमें सफलता आपने दिलाई और आपके नेतृत्व में हमें मिला है, और जिस हर्षोल्लास के साथ सारा देश हर्षोल्लास के साथ है, मैं आपको भी बधाई देता हूं और आदरणीय मोदी जी का अभिनंदन करता हूं, स्वागत करता हूं। मित्रों, मैं हिमाचल प्रदेश के बारे में भी कहना चाहता हूं। हिमाचल प्रदेश के मैं कार्यकर्ताओं को बधाई देता हूं, अथक प्रयास उन्होंने किया, बहुत मेहनत की। यह ठीक है कि हमें सफलता नहीं मिली, लेकिन यह भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि राज जरूर बदला, लेकिन साथ में राजनीति के रिवाज भी बदले। पहले जब पार्टियां बदलती थी तो 5% से वोट का फर्क पड़ता था। आज ठीक है कि हमारी सरकार नहीं बन पाई, लेकिन हमारे को 0.9% यानी 0.90 यानी 1% से कम वोट से हमारा फर्क रहा है। इस बात को भी हमको समझना चाहिए। मैं कार्यकर्ताओं को बधाई देता हूं और साथ ही साथ जो सरकार में आने वाली पार्टी है उनका स्वागत भी करता हूं, अभिनंदन भी करता हूं। वो अच्छे काम में जुटे, अच्छे काम में, विकास में हम उनका साथ देंगे, लेकिन हम निश्चित रूप से एक कारगर विपक्ष की भूमिका निभाते हुए हिमाचल की जनता के इंटरेस्ट को और उनके हितों की चिंता करते हुए हम काम करेंगे। मैं यह भी बताना चाहता हूं कि वहां भी पंजाब से सटा हुआ, जहां आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार है, उनसे सटा हुआ हिमाचल प्रदेश है। 67 सीटें चुनाव लड़ने आए थे और मैंने कहा था कि खाता तो खुलना छोड़ो, इनकी जमानत जब्त होगी, और 67 की 67 सीटों पर जमानत जब्त हुई और 25 सीटों पे नोटा से भी कम वोट आए हैं। 25 सीटों पे नोटा से भी कम वोट आए। मित्रों, अगर मैं दिल्ली की बात करूं, हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं ने बहुत मेहनत की, बहुत मेहनत की। मैं दिल्ली के कार्यकर्ताओं का अभिनंदन करता हूं, अभिवादन करता हूं। मैं यह भी बताना चाहता हूं कि यहां की दिल्ली की सरकार ने एमसीडी का 33,000 करोड़ रुपए जो एमसीडी को देने थे, वो देने से वंचित रखा। मैं यह भी बताना चाहता हूं कि 720 करोड़ रुपए जो स्वास्थ्य के लिए देने थे, उससे देने से उन्होंने एमसीडी को वंचित रखा। मैं यह भी बताना चाहता हूं कि लगभग 450 करोड़ जो शिक्षा पे खर्च होना था, यह दिल्ली के हितकारी बोलते हैं अपने आप को, इन्होंने जितना दिल्ली का हित का खनन किया है वह आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं। शिक्षा में भी 450 करोड़ रुपए जो एमसीडी को देना था, वह देने से उन्होंने वंचित रखा। और इतना ही नहीं, जब म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन ने कहा कि हम अपने बॉन्ड्स, म्युनिसिपल बॉन्ड्स बना करके हम जनता से पैसा उठाते हैं, हम मार्केट से पैसा उठाते हैं, लेकिन हम दिल्ली की जनता की सेवा करने के लिए आतुर हैं, तो उसका भी परमिशन यहां की दिल्ली की सरकार, जो दिल्ली विरोधी है, उसने नहीं दिया। इसके बावजूद भी हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं ने शानदार प्रदर्शन करते हुए एक शानदार तरीके से चुनाव को लड़ा और बहुत कम अंतर है। और मैं जरूर कहूंगा कि एक अच्छी विपक्ष की भूमिका हम निभाते हुए उसको भी हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे और उसको भी हम पूरा करेंगे। मैं मित्रों, आपके और आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के बीच में बहुत समय नहीं लेना चाहता। आज एक बाई इलेक्शन हुआ है जिसमें बिहार में हम कुर्नी में बाई इलेक्शन जीते। यह चुनाव जब से जनता दल यूनाइटेड हमसे अलग हटी और महागठबंधन में गई और ये कहते थे कि अब ये गठबंधन का कोई तोड़ नहीं है, इस महागठबंधन को भी दूसरी बार हराते हुए कुर्नी की भी विधानसभा भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक तरफा जीती है। ये बिहार के आने वाले नतीजों के बारे में इंगित करता है, बिहार के आगे के चुनाव के बारे में इंगित करता है। यह दूसरा चुनाव है जब नीतीश जी आरजेडी से मिल गए और कहा कि यह तो अब बड़ा भारी कास्ट का अलायंस होगा। हम इनको भी यह बता देना चाहते हैं कि आदरणीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चाहे उत्तर प्रदेश हो चाहे बिहार हो, मैथमेटिक्स नहीं चलता, केमिस्ट्री चलती है, केमिस्ट्री चलती है, प्यार चलता है। और लोग विकास को वोट देते हैं, आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को वोट देते हैं। मित्रों, हम इसी तरीके से आगे बढ़ेंगे। आज आपके और प्रधानमंत्री जी के बीच में ज्यादा समय न रहता हुआ, आज सच में ऐतिहासिक दिन है, जिस दिन आजादी के बाद गुजरात में हमने सारे रिकॉर्ड आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में तोड़े। और मित्रों, यह भी याद रखना कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जितनी अथक मेहनत चुनाव में करते हैं, वो हम सब के लिए अनुकरणीय है, वो हम सब के लिए दिशा देता है, वो हम सबको बताता है कि किस तरीके से भारत की जनता को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी दिन रात काम करते हैं। मैं इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ पुनः उनका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, स्वागत करता हूं, और उनका जो मार्गदर्शन हमको मिलेगा, मैं विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के करोड़ों कार्यकर्ता आपके रास्ते पर चलेंगे और आपके माध्यम से देश को आगे बढ़ाने में अपना योगदान करेंगे। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
भारत माता की, भारतीय जनता पार्टी, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद। अब मैं निवेदन करूंगा भारत के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी से, जो हर जीत का आधार है, मूल आधार है, हमारे नेता हमें संबोधित करें, हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करें।
भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्रीमान जेपी नड्डा जी, हमारे वरिष्ठ साथी श्री राजनाथ जी, श्री अमित भाई, सभी प्यारे साथियों, मैं सबसे पहले जनता जनार्दन के सामने नतमस्तक हूं। जनता जनार्दन का आशीर्वाद अभिभूत करने वाला है। श्रीमान जेपी नड्डा जी के नेतृत्व में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं ने जो परिश्रम किया है, उसकी खुशबू आज हम चारों तरफ अनुभव कर रहे हैं। जहां भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रत्यक्ष नहीं जीती, वहां भाजपा का वोट शेयर भाजपा के प्रति स्नेह का साक्षी है। मैं गुजरात और हिमाचल और दिल्ली और जनता का बहुत विनम्र भाव से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। भाजपा के प्रति ये स्नेह देश के अलग अलग राज्यों के उपचुनाव में भी दिख रहा है। यूपी के रामपुर में भाजपा को जीत हासिल हुई है। बिहार के उपचुनावों में भाजपा का प्रदर्शन आने वाले दिनों का स्पष्ट संकेत कर रहा है। मैं आज चुनाव आयोग का भी अभिनंदन करता हूं, उनका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। और ये चुनाव के दरमियान एक बहुत बड़ी बात जिसकी चर्चा होनी चाहिए थी, जहां तक मेरी जानकारी है, एक भी पोलिंग बूथ में रीपोलिंग करवाने की नौबत नहीं आई है। मतलब कि सुख और शांतिपूर्ण रूप से लोकतंत्र की भावनाओं को पूरी तरह लेटर एंड स्पिरिट में स्वीकार करते हुए मतदाताओं ने लोकतंत्र के उस उत्सव को बहुत बड़ी ताकत दी है और इसके लिए भी चुनाव आयोग अभिनंदन का अधिकारी है। इस चुनाव में हिस्सा लेने वाले हर राजनीतिक कार्यकर्ता को, हर दल को भी मैं साधुवाद देता हूं। साथियों, आज मैं हिमाचल के हर मतदाता का भी बहुत बहुत आभारी हूं। जैसे अभी नड्डा जी बता रहे थे, हिमाचल के चुनाव में 1% से भी कम अंतर से ये हार जीत का फैसला हुआ है। 1% से भी कम। इतना कम अंतर से हिमाचल में कभी नतीजे नहीं आए हैं। हिमाचल में हर 5 वर्ष में सरकारें बदली हैं, लेकिन हर में जब बदलाव हुआ है, कभी 5%, कभी 6%, कभी 7%। जीतने वाले और हार वाले के बीच में अंतर रहा है। इस बार 1% से भी कम। इसका मतलब है कि जनता ने भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को विजयी बनाने के लिए भरसक प्रयास किया है। मैं हिमाचल की जनता को आश्वस्त करता हूं कि भाजपा भले ही 1% से पीछे रह गई, लेकिन विकास के लिए हमारी प्रतिबद्धता 100% रहेगी। हिमाचल से जुड़े हर विषय को हम पूरी मजबूती से उठाएंगे और केंद्र सरकार के द्वारा हिमाचल की प्रगति का जो उसका हक है, उसमें भी कभी हम कमी नहीं आने देंगे। अभी जो मैंने दिल्ली का वर्णन सुना कि किस प्रकार से दिल्ली कॉरपोरेशन को विफल करने के इरादे से जनता के साथ धोखा किया गया, ये काम हम नहीं करते हैं। हम हिमाचल की प्रगति के लिए भी भारत सरकार की प्रतिबद्धता वैसी ही बनी रहेगी। साथियों, बीजेपी को मिला जन समर्थन इसलिए भी महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि ये ऐसे समय में आया है जब भारत अमृत काल में प्रवेश कर चुका है। ये दिखाता है कि आने वाले 25 साल सिर्फ और सिर्फ विकास की राजनीति के ही है। भाजपा को मिला जन समर्थन नए भारत की आकांक्षाओं का प्रतिबिंब है। भाजपा को मिला जन समर्थन भारत के युवाओं की युवा सोच का प्रकटीकरण है। भाजपा को मिला जन समर्थन गरीब, दलित, वंचित, पिछड़े, शोषित, आदिवासियों के सशक्तिकरण के लिए है। लोगों ने भाजपा को वोट दिया क्योंकि भाजपा का हर सुविधा को प्रत्येक गरीब, मध्यम वर्गीय परिवार तक जल्द से जल्द पहुंचाना चाहती है। लोगों ने भाजपा को वोट दिया क्योंकि भाजपा देश के हित में बड़े से बड़े और कड़े से कड़े फैसले लेने का दम रखती है। भाजपा का बढ़ता जन समर्थन ये दिखाता है कि परिवारवाद और भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ जन आक्रोश लगातार बढ़ रहा है। और मैं इस बात को स्वस्थ लोकतंत्र के लिए एक शुभ संकेत के रूप में देखता हूं। और साथियों, इस बार वाकई गुजरात ने तो कमाल ही कर दिया है। मैं नड्डा जी सहित सभी भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं को बधाई देता हूं और विशेष रूप से मैं गुजरात की जनता को भी नमन करता हूं। चुनावों के दौरान मैंने गुजरात के भाई बहनों और युवाओं से कहा था कि इस बार नरेंद्र का रिकॉर्ड टूटना चाहिए और मैंने वादा किया था कि भूपेंद्र नरेंद्र का रिकॉर्ड तोड़े, इसलिए नरेंद्र जी जान से मेहनत करेगा। और गुजरात की जनता ने तो रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने में भी रिकॉर्ड कर दिया। उसने गुजरात की स्थापना से लेकर के अब तक सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए। गुजरात के इतिहास का सबसे प्रचंड जनादेश भाजपा को देकर गुजरात के लोगों ने नया इतिहास बना दिया है। 2.5 दशक से निरंतर सरकार में रहने के बावजूद इस प्रकार का प्यार अभूतपूर्व है, अद्भुत है। लोगों ने जाति, वर्ग, समुदाय और हर तरह के विभाजन से ऊपर उठकर भाजपा को वोट दिया है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी गुजरात के हर घर का हिस्सा है, गुजरात के हर परिवार का हिस्सा है। साथियों, इस चुनाव में गुजरात में 1 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा ऐसे वोटर्स थे जिन्होंने मतदान किया, लेकिन ये वो मतदाता थे जिन्होंने कभी भी कांग्रेस के कुशासन को, उसकी बुराइयों को देखा नहीं था। वे फ्रेश थे, उन्होंने सिर्फ भाजपा की ही सरकार को देखा था। और युवाओं की तो प्रकृति होती है कि वो हमेशा सवाल पूछते हैं, जांचते हैं, परखते हैं, उसके बाद किसी फैसले पर पहुंचते हैं। युवा सिर्फ इसलिए किसी पार्टी को वोट नहीं करते क्योंकि वो दशकों से सत्ता में रही या फिर उस पार्टी के नेता किसी बड़ी परिवार के हैं। युवा तभी वोट देते हैं जब उन्हें भरोसा होता है, जब उन्हें सरकार का काम प्रत्यक्ष नजर आता है। और इसलिए आज युवाओं ने जब भाजपा को भारी संख्या में वोट दिया है, सीट से लेकर वोट तक के सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए हैं, तो इसके पीछे का संदेश बहुत स्पष्ट है। इसका मतलब है कि युवाओं ने हमारे काम को जांचा, परखा और उस पर भरोसा किया है। इसका मतलब ये है कि युवा भाजपा की विकास वाली राजनीति चाहते हैं। इसका मतलब है कि युवा ना तो जातिवाद के बहकावे में आते हैं, न परिवारवाद के। युवाओं का दिल सिर्फ विजन और विकास से जीत सकते हैं, और भाजपा में विजन भी है और विकास के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता भी है। साथियों, आज एक और बात याद करने वाली है। जब महामारी के घोर संकट के बीच बिहार में चुनाव हुए थे, तो जनता ने भाजपा को भरपूर आशीर्वाद दिया। जब महामारी के संकट से बाहर निकलते हुए असम, यूपी, उत्तराखंड, गोवा, मणिपुर एक के बाद एक चुनावों में जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ही चुना। और आज जब भारत विकसित भारत के लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति के लिए आगे बढ़ रहा है, तो भी देश की जनता का भरोसा सिर्फ और सिर्फ भाजपा पर है। मैं बड़े बड़े एक्सपर्ट्स को भी ये याद दिलाना चाहता हूं कि गुजरात के इस चुनाव में भाजपा का आह्वान था विकसित गुजरात से विकसित भारत का निर्माण। गुजरात के नतीजों ने सिद्ध किया है कि सामान्य मानवी में विकसित भारत के लिए कितनी प्रबल आकांक्षा है। संदेश साफ है, जब देश के सामने कोई चुनौती होती है तो देश की जनता का भरोसा भाजपा पर होता है। जब देश पर कोई संकट आता है तो देश की जनता का भरोसा भाजपा पर होता है। जब देश बड़े लक्ष्य तय करता है तो उनकी प्राप्ति के लिए देशवासियों का भरोसा भाजपा पर होता है। जब देश की आकांक्षाएं चरम पर होती हैं तो भी उनकी पूर्ति के लिए देश की जनता का भरोसा भाजपा पर ही होता है। साथियों, भाजपा के आज हम जहां पहुंचे हैं, राज्यों में हो, स्थानीय स्वराज्य की निकायों में हो या केंद्र में हो, ये ऐसे ही नहीं पहुंचे हैं। 5 पीढ़ियां जनसंघ के जमाने से तपस्या करते हुए परिवार के परिवारों खपते रहे, तब जाकर के ये दल बना है, तब जाकर के हम यहां पहुंचे हैं। भाजपा के लिए लाखों समर्पित कार्यकर्ताओं ने अपना जीवन खपा दिया है। व्यक्तिगत सुख, व्यक्तिगत आकांक्षाएं, व्यक्तिगत खुशी, व्यक्तिगत महत्वाकांक्षा, व्यक्तिगत सफलता, इन सबको तिलांजलि देकर भाजपा का प्रत्येक कार्यकर्ता समाज और देश की सेवा करने में, समाज और देश को सशक्त करने में जुटा रहता है। हम विचार पर भी बल देते हैं और व्यवस्था को भी सबल बनाते रहते हैं। भाजपा अपने कार्यकर्ताओं की अथाह संगठन शक्ति पर भरोसा करके ही अपनी रणनीति बनाती है और सफल भी होती है। उतार चढ़ाव भाजपा के राजनीतिक जीवन में भी आए हैं, लेकिन हमने आदर्शों और मूल्यों पर अड़िग रहकर दिखाया है। साथियों, पिछले 8 वर्षों में देश में एक और बहुत बड़ा बदलाव अनुभव किया गया है। ये बदलाव कार्य का भी है, कार्यशैली का भी है। भाजपा की सरकारें भी कार्य को छोटा नहीं समझती। हम मानते हैं हर काम बड़े लक्ष्यों की प्राप्ति का माध्यम बनता है। इसलिए भाजपा की सरकारों ने गरीबों के लिए पक्के घर, शौचालय, गैस कनेक्शन, बिजली कनेक्शन, नल से जल, बैंक में खाते, मुफ्त इलाज, मुफ्त भोजन, इंटरनेट ऐसी बेसिक सुविधाओं पर फोकस किया है। पहले की राजनीति में ये बहुत फैंसी विकास नहीं माना जाता था। पहले की राजनीति में इसे बड़े काम के तौर पर देखा भी नहीं जाता था। इसलिए आज जो भी सरकारी लाभ है वो हर व्यक्ति, हर क्षेत्र, हर वर्ग जो उसका हकदार है उस तक तेजी से पहुंचने के लिए ईमानदारी से प्रयास किया जाता है। पूरा का पूरा पहुंचे, इसके लिए टेक्नोलॉजी का भी भरपूर उपयोग किया जाता है। किस क्षेत्र, किस वर्ग, किस समुदाय में कितने वोट हैं, इस आधार पर न हम देश चलाते हैं, न राज चलाते हैं, न सरकारें चलाते हैं। और हमें आज इस बदली हुई राजनीति के सकारात्मक नतीजे भी देखने को मिल रहे हैं। आज बड़े बड़े एक्सपर्ट भी ये कह रहे हैं कि भारत में गरीबी कम हो रही है। साथियों, देश ने पिछले 8 वर्षों में गरीब को सशक्त करने के साथ ही गरीब तक मूलभूत सुविधाएं पहुंचाने के साथ ही आधुनिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर भी फोकस किया है। रोड हो, रेल हो, एयरपोर्ट्स हो, टनल्स हो, सोलर पावर प्लांट हो, स्टेडियम हो, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर नेटवर्क हो, जो भी हो, सबसे उत्तम हो, सबसे श्रेष्ठ हो, ये आकांक्षा लेकर आज भारत चल रहा है। और साथियों, मैं एक और बात आपको याद दिलाना चाहूंगा। हम सिर्फ घोषणा करने के लिए घोषणा नहीं करते, हम राष्ट्र निर्माण के व्यापक मिशन के लिए निकले हुए लोग हैं। इसलिए सिर्फ 5 वर्ष के राजनीतिक नफा नुकसान को देखते हुए हम कोई भी घोषणा नहीं करते। हमारी हर घोषणा के पीछे एक दूरगामी लक्ष्य होता है, एक रोड मैप होता है। ये बात स्पष्ट है कि देश आज शॉर्टकट नहीं चाहता। देश का मतदाता आज इतना जागरूक है कि क्या उसके हित में है, क्या उसके अहित में है, वो अच्छी तरह जानता है। देश का वोटर जानता है कि शॉर्टकट की राजनीति का कितना बड़ा नुकसान देश को उठाना पड़ेगा। आज देश में कोई संशय नहीं कि अगर देश रहेगा, देश समृद्ध होगा तो सबकी समृद्धि तय है। हमारे पूर्वजों के पास अनुभव का अगाध ज्ञान था और अनुभव के निचोड़ से कहावतें बनती थी। और हमारे यहां हमारे पूर्वजों ने हमें विरासत में दी हुई एक कहावत है, आमदनी अठन्नी और खर्चा रुपया। अगर ये वाला हिसाब रहेगा तो क्या स्थिति होगी, ये हम दुनिया में हमारे अड़ोस पड़ोस में आज भली भांति देख रहे हैं। और इसलिए आज देश बहुत सतर्क है। देश के हर राजनीतिक दल को ये याद रखना होगा कि चुनावी हथकंडों से किसी का भला नहीं हो सकता। साथियों, आज के जनादेश में एक और संदेश है। समाज के बीच दूरियां बढ़ाकर राष्ट्र के सामने नई चुनौतियां खड़ी करके जो राजनीतिक दल तत्कालिक लाभ लेने की फिराक में रहते हैं, उन्हें देश की जनता, देश की युवा पीढ़ी देख भी रही है और समझ भी रही है। भारत का भविष्य फॉल्ट लाइंस को बढ़ा करके नहीं, फॉल्ट लाइंस को गिराकर ही उज्जवल बनेगा। कभी भाषा की दीवार, कभी रहन सहन, कभी क्षेत्र, कभी खान पान, कभी ये वर्ग, कभी वो वर्ग। लड़ने के लिए तो सैकड़ों वजह हो सकती हैं, लेकिन जुड़ने के लिए एक वजह ही काफी है, ये मातृभूमि, ये धरती, ये देश, ये हमारा भारत। जीने के लिए और मरने के लिए इससे बड़ी वजह कोई और नहीं हो सकती। इसलिए हमें देश प्रथम, इंडिया फर्स्ट की भावना के साथ आगे बढ़ना है। साथियों, मुझे खुशी है कि आज भारत के गांव हो या शहर, गरीब हो या मिडिल क्लास, किसान हो या श्रमिक, सभी की पहली पसंद भाजपा है। भाजपा को गुजरात के आदिवासी क्षेत्रों का भी अभूतपूर्व आशीर्वाद मिला है। और मुझे अभी जो जानकारी बताई गई, एससी एसटी की गुजरात में करीब 40 सीटें आरक्षित है। 40 में से 34 सीटें थम्बिंग मेजोरिटी से भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीती है। आज आदिवासी भाजपा को अपनी आवाज मान रहे हैं। आज भाजपा को आदिवासी समुदाय का जबरदस्त समर्थन मिल रहा है। इस बदलाव को पूरे देश में महसूस किया जा रहा है। ऐसा इसलिए हो रहा है क्योंकि दशकों तक जिन आदिवासियों की आकांक्षाओं को नजरअंदाज किया गया, वो अब देख रहे हैं कि भाजपा लगातार उनकी उम्मीदें पूरी करने में जुटी है। ये भाजपा ही है जिसके प्रयासों से देश को पहली आदिवासी राष्ट्रपति मिली है। ये भाजपा ही है जिसने आदिवासी कल्याण के लिए बजट बढ़ाया और आदिवासी क्षेत्रों में विकास को रफ्तार दी। भाजपा सरकार ने ऐसे अनेक कदम उठाए हैं जिससे आदिवासी समुदाय के लोगों को आर्थिक रूप से मजबूत बनाया जा रहा है। देश भर में आदिवासी स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के म्यूजियम बनाकर भाजपा आजादी के उन वीर योद्धाओं को सम्मान दे रही है। भगवान बिरसा मुंडा के जन्मदिन को भाजपा सरकार में ही जनजातीय गौरव दिवस घोषित किया गया है। हमारे इन प्रयासों ने आदिवासी युवाओं को उनके स्वाभिमान को ऊंचा किया है। आज भाजपा आदिवासियों को सशक्त करने के लिए हर संभव प्रयास कर रही है। साथियों, आजकल हर चुनाव नतीजों के बाद ये चर्चा भी बहुत होती है कि देश की माताएं, बहनें, बेटियां भाजपा पर इतना आशीर्वाद क्यों बरसाती है। अगर कोई ईमानदारी से आत्मचिंतन करे तो ये पाएगा कि आजादी के बाद से पहली बार आज देश में एक ऐसी सरकार है जो महिलाओं की समस्याएं, उनकी चुनौतियां, उनकी आवश्यकताएं, उनकी आकांक्षाएं, उसे समझने का लगातार प्रयास कर रही है और उसके अनुसार काम की योजना बनाती है। गांव देहात से लेकर शहर तक घरेलू कार्य में व्यस्त महिला से लेकर स्वरोजगार करने वाली या किसी रोजगार से जुड़ी महिलाओं के लिए जितना भाजपा सरकार ने किया है उतना पहले किसी भी सरकार ने नहीं किया। महिलाओं के लिए पहले की सरकारों के 70 साल के कार्यों की तुलना में भाजपा सरकार के 7-8 साल के कार्य कहीं ज्यादा रहे और इसलिए आज जब भी चुनाव होते हैं तो देश की माताएं, बहनें, बेटियां कमल के निशान का सिर्फ बटन ही नहीं दबाती, उनके हाथों में एक आशीष का भाव होता है, आशीर्वाद का भाव होता है और जब वो उंगली कमल के बटन पर रखती है तब वो हम जैसे लाखों कार्यकर्ताओं के सर पे विजय तिलक भी लगा देती है। महिलाओं के मुद्दे भाजपा के लिए चुनावी मुद्दे नहीं है बल्कि भाजपा की हर योजना का वो प्राण तत्व है। महिलाओं का जीवन आसान बनाना हो, महिलाओं को ज्यादा से ज्यादा रोजगार के, स्वरोजगार के अवसर मुहैया कराना हो, ये भाजपा का कमिटमेंट है। मैं इसे अपनी सरकार का सौभाग्य मानता हूं कि हमें महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए इतना कुछ करने का मौका देश की जनता ने दिया है। साथियों, आने वाला समय देश के लिए, हम सभी के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास, इस भावना पर आगे बढ़ते हुए हमें विकसित भारत के लिए काम करना है। हमें मिलकर एक दूसरे के साथ काम करना है। आइए, नागरिक के रूप में हम विकसित भारत के संकल्प के साथ जुड़े, विकसित भारत के इस अभियान से जुड़े और मैं फिर एक बार देश भर के लाखों कार्यकर्ताओं को 5-5 पीढ़ी की तपस्या को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए हृदय से धन्यवाद करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। मैं जनता जनार्दन को भी प्रणाम करता हूं। उनके निरंतर आशीर्वाद हमारे लिए नित्य नूतन ऊर्जा बन जाते हैं। ये निरंतर समर्थन हमें सात्विक भाव से, सेवा भाव से, समर्पण भाव से कार्य करने की शक्ति देता है। जब हमें जनता जनार्दन का आशीर्वाद मिलता है तो हमें अधिक परिश्रम करने की प्रेरणा जगती है, अधिक पुरुषार्थ करने का संकल्प जगता है और संकल्पों को सिद्ध करने के लिए जीवन खपा दे करके सिद्धि तक पहुंचाने के लिए हम लगे रहते हैं, क्योंकि जनता जनार्दन इसे हम ईश्वर का रूप मानते हैं। और यही सामर्थ्य, यही शक्ति एक सेवक के भाव से, सेवा भाव से, समर्पण की अप्रतिम राह को पकड़ते हुए चलते रहना, चलते रहना, चलते रहना, चरैवेति चरैवेति चरैवेति, इसी मंत्र को लेकर के हम चल रहे हैं। भाइयों बहनों, इस चुनाव में अब बहुत लोगों को जानने पहचानने का भी अवसर मिल चुका है। पिछले कुछ चुनावों का एक बड़े कैनवास पर एनालिसिस करना चाहिए कि जो अपने आप को न्यूट्रल कहते हैं, जिनका न्यूट्रल होना जरूरी होता है, वो कहां खड़े होते हैं, कब कैसे रंग बदलते हैं और कैसे कैसे खेल खेलते हैं, वो अब देश को जान लेना बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत जरूरी है। उत्तराखंड का इतना बड़ा चुनाव हुआ, कितनी जमानतें जब्त हुई, किसकी हुई, कोई चर्चा नहीं। हिमाचल में इतना बड़ा चुनाव हुआ, कितने लोगों की जमानत जब्त हुई, कितने लोगों का बुरा हाल हुआ, कोई चर्चा नहीं। भाइयों बहनों, उन लोगों को भी जानना चाहिए, पहचानना चाहिए कि ये भी ठेकेदार है। राजनीति में सेवा भाव से एक मूक सेवक की तरह काम करना, वो जैसे डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन माना जा रहा है। कि क्या नौबत आई है, ये कैसे नए मापदंड लगाए गए हैं। अब देखिए, मुझे खुशी हो रही है कि हमारे गुजरात के सीएम भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल करीब करीब 2 लाख वोटों से जीते हैं। असेंबली सीट पे है, लोकसभा में भी कोई 2 लाख से जीते तो बहुत बड़ी बात मानी जाती है। असेंबली में करीब करीब 2 लाख वोट से जीतना, लेकिन ठेकेदारों का, उनका तराजू कुछ और है। और इसलिए भाइयों बहनों, हमें निरंतर विपरीत इन जुल्मों के बीच में आगे बढ़ना है। हमें अपनी सहन शक्ति को बढ़ाना है, हमें अपनी समझ शक्ति को बढ़ाना है और हमें हमारे सेवा भाव का विस्तार भी करना है, हमारे सेवा भाव की गहराई भी बढ़ानी है और सेवा भाव से ही जीतना है। क्योंकि जो जहां बैठा है वो बदलने वाला नहीं है, उसका इरादा नेक नहीं है जी। और इसलिए हमारी कसौटी है, हर पल हमारी कसौटी है। और मैं तो कभी कभी मानता हूं, और खास करके 2002 के बाद मैं विशेष रूप से मानता हूं, शायद मेरे जीवन का कोई पल ऐसा नहीं गया, कोई कदम ऐसा नहीं रहा जिसकी धज्जियां न उड़ा दी गई हो, जिसकी आलोचना नहीं, धज्जियां उड़ा देना, बाल नोच लेना। लेकिन इसका मुझे बहुत फायदा हुआ, क्योंकि मैं हमेशा सतर्क रहा। हर इस प्रकार की बुरी प्रवृत्ति से कुछ न कुछ सकारात्मक खोजता रहा, खुद में बदलाव लाता रहा, सीखता गया, बढ़ता गया। और जिन लोगों को चारों तरफ से उछालने वाले लोग रहते हैं, कंधे पर बिठा करके नाचने वाले लोग रहते, उनसे सुधरने की भी संभावना नहीं होती है। वो तो जो है वहां से भी बिगड़ेंगे। और इसलिए आलोचनाओं ने भी हमें बहुत सिखाया है। हर आलोचना में से हमारे काम की चीज हमें खोजते रहना है, हमें अपनी शक्ति को बढ़ाते रहना है और कठोर से कठोर झूठे आरोपों को सहने का सामर्थ्य भी बढ़ाना होगा साथियों, क्योंकि अब जुल्म बढ़ने वाला है। अब मान के चलिए, मुझ पर भी बढ़ने वाला है, आप सब पर भी बढ़ने वाला है, क्योंकि ये सहन नहीं कर पाएंगे, ये पचा नहीं पाएंगे। और उसका जवाब यही है, हमें अपनी सहन शक्ति बढ़ाना है, हमें अपनी समझदारी का विस्तार करना है, हमें अधिक से अधिक लोगों को समावेश करने की दिशा में अपने हाथ चौड़ा करके लोगों को स्वीकारना है, स्वागत करना है। सकारात्मक रास्ता, सेवा भाव का रास्ता, समर्पण का रास्ता, यही मार्ग हमने चुना है, वही मार्ग हमको यहां पहुंचाया है। और आगे भी हमारे पुरुषार्थ से, परिश्रम से देश की आकांक्षाओं वाला ये देश भी बनेगा। 2047 जब हिंदुस्तान आजादी के 100 साल मनाएगा, विकसित भारत हमारे नौजवानों के हाथ में हम देके जाएंगे। दोस्तों बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
भारत माता की। श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद। मैं धन्यवाद करता हूं आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का, श्री शीर्ष नेतृत्व का, यहां उपस्थित सभी भाजपा के कार्यकर्ताओं का, और जिन्होंने दिल खोलकर भाजपा को आशीर्वाद दिया।
Well, viewers, let's quickly go across to Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan, who's live at the BJP headquarters. Madhav, what were the 2 or 3 main takeaways of the Prime Minister's speech today?
Well, several major points, Rahul. In fact, he's spoken about not just each and every state that has gone to the polls, message for the people of Himachal Pradesh that you have fought this election and that it's never been such a narrow margin, a point that was made earlier by the BJP President JP Nadda as well. He also spoke about the people of Delhi and how the centre would continue to work for the people of Delhi, that whatever be the outcome, certainly it is not going to be politics that's going to play out as far as development of Delhi is concerned. Also, talking about the role of youngsters, talking about the role of tribals, talking about the role of women, and how the BJP time and again has reached out to these various sections and made efforts to actually ensure that the interests and the aspirations of all of these segments have been met through the various policy decisions that have been undertaken by the government. Let's quickly take this message across to some of the people who are with us. आपने अभी प्रधानमंत्री के भाषण सुनी, कैसे लगा आपको भाषण?
बहुत अच्छा लगा है।
सबसे अहम बात क्या लगी आपको?
उन्होंने महिलाओं के बारे में बहुत अच्छी बात कही है। आगे बहुत आगे देश को लेके जाएंगे।
महिला सशक्तिकरण की जो बात की, युवा सशक्तिकरण की बात की, ट्राइबल्स के बारे में बात की, इन सब तबकों के बारे में जो सरकार ने की उसके बारे में बात की, आप कैसे देखते हैं इसको और मैसेज क्या गया आगे वाले दिनों?
पूरे वर्ल्ड में नंबर 1 प्रधानमंत्री हैं और रहेंगे। अब कोई नहीं हिला सकता इनको। अब महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा, हर देखिए ना, कोई भी प्लान इन्होंने महिला सशक्तिकरण।
आप क्या कहते हैं? आपने क्या सुना प्रधानमंत्री की स्पीच में? सबसे अच्छी बात क्या लगी आपको?
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने ये बोला है कि मैं देश को विकसित देश दे के जाऊंगा। ये बात मुझे सबसे अच्छी लगी। लोग अपने मतलब के लिए विकास करते हैं, लेकिन उन्होंने देश को विकसित देश बनाने की हमसे जो बात कही है वो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी। और महिला सशक्तिकरण,
आप क्या कहना चाहें? जो महिला सशक्तिकरण की बात की प्रधानमंत्री ने, इसको कितना अहम मानते हैं आप?
महिला सशक्तिकरण में भाजपा आने के बाद ही हम महिलाएं सुरक्षित हैं, वरना तो गुंडा राज इतना था कि हम रात को 8 बजे के बाद भी घर से निकलने से डरते थे। और आज मैं अपनी 6 साल की बच्ची को अपने साथ लेके मोदी जी से मिलने आई हूँ। रात को हम लोग नोएडा निकलेंगे और मोदी ही प्रधानमंत्री है, मोदी ही प्रधानमंत्री रहेंगे। केजरीवाल कोई बात नहीं बेटा, नेक्स्ट टाइम।
आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आपको क्या इंपॉर्टेंट लगा, क्या मैसेज, क्या संदेश आपने सबसे अहम सुना प्रधानमंत्री के आज के स्पीच में?
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जो कहा है, जो आखिर में इन्होंने जो बोला है कि अपने आप को जो है कुव्वत बढ़ानी पड़ेगी, ताकत बढ़ानी पड़ेगी। लोग जो है दुश्मन आपके आड़े आएंगे, आपको उन्हें जो है उनके सेवा करेंगे। भाजपा का मतलब ही
सबका साथ का भी संदेश दिया है।
हाँ, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास कहा है उन्होंने।
Well, quite clearly, Madhav, it's quite clear that the BJP cadre there extremely enthused by the Prime Minister's appearance. Now, viewers, we haven't still seen Rahul Gandhi or any of the Congress's top leaders address their party workers at the headquarters, because let's not forget, viewers, that the Congress has been able to redeem itself in Himachal Pradesh today. At the end of a verdict, at the end of verdict day, there is always a winner and a loser. And so it happens that the results from the assembly elections, viewers, in Gujarat and Himachal couldn't be more opposite in nature. In one state, there is an emphatic victory, and in the other is a workman's victory, grafted on the back of wafer-thin margins. I'll come to all of that, but viewers, let's focus on Gujarat. In Gujarat, the BJP, as the statistics now on your screen that I'm going to show you will bear out, the BJP has not just smashed the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP 156 out of 182 potential seats. It can only have got a maximum of 182, but look at where it is, 156. This is astounding for many reasons, and I'll get into that. The Congress 17, the AAP 5, the others 4. The scale of this victory astounds because, viewers, it is unparalleled except for once in history. Indeed, viewers, at least for the next 2 decades, no one is going to be able to challenge the durability of the BJP's record in Gujarat. It has in fact equaled the left's record in West Bengal. If you remember, viewers, the left was known as a electioneering machine. It was so well oiled. I remember Jayamrug making a reference to this phrase at around 1 o'clock today, viewers. Today the BJP rivals that juggernaut, that well-oiled machine.
Gold standard.
The gold standard. Jay piped up and said, gold standard. Now, viewers, the BJP not only equaling the left's record, but looks on the basis of this victory to perhaps outstrip it in the near future. Holding on to power now for conservatively 3 decades, barring 1 year in the 90s. It's important to note that the BJP has increased its vote share by 3.5%, at 52.5%, viewers, 3.5% more than 2017. What does that tell you? And it rarely happens. When a party has been in power for so long, to actually have an incumbency advantage in its favor. Jay, I want you to come in on this. Yeah. An incumbency advantage after almost 3 decades in power. How does that happen?
Well, I think there is a lot of work, as the Prime Minister just spoke, he used a Sanskrit phrase, charai veti, keep moving, keep moving. I can just expand it a little bit. It should be keep moving, keep innovating, right? The BJP
took some of the biggest risks this time. I mean, replacing 42% of your MLAs in the outgoing assembly. Out of 113, 48 were replaced, right? Replacing an entire cabinet, working on a completely different way of defending the policies of the government. For example, on one hand, you had Mr. Kejriwal promising free electricity. He said in most of his rallies, don't look at that. I will turn you into an electricity entrepreneur. You will be able to make solar
That's a big
cells.
risk, isn't it? Someone is doling out,
absolutely,
freebies, and you are saying, actually, we won't do that because that is not what we are about. Now, that's very, very important. I'm coming back to you. I'm not opening this up for debate right now because I'm setting up this debate. Because then I'm going to see how the panelists begin to waffle. I delight in that. So I'm waiting for that moment. But I'm going to establish my case. But I'm going to establish my case, viewers, with facts, undisputable facts, because I'm tired of people spinning half-truths. And we need to cut through this once and for all. Mr. Modi also made a reference to that towards the end of his speech, but more on that a little later. Let me tell you, viewers, in 2017, the Congress ran the BJP very close. Rahul Gandhi popped up and said right after that this was a moral victory. He said it was a moral victory. That's what he said. 77 seats the Congress got. It had a vote share of about 42 almost. The BJP looked a bit shaky. But where is the Congress today? So BJP has in the last 5 years won back the people. Now, is it because of its performance? People like Jay might say yes, the BJP might say yes, they will show you a huge number of statistics, etc. But viewers, let me tell you, very few in the Lachans ecosystem will admit to this. In fact, the refrain has been, even today, that the BJP won because you see it was working in tandem. With whom? With its B team, the Aam Aadmi Party, to sabotage the Congress. Viewers, the claim is bogus. It's rubbish. Absolute bogus. The AAP and the Congress's vote share combined is 13% less. I'll show you that vote share. Let's go back to that vote share. 13% less than that of the BJP. So the BJP was actually competing it with itself, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Jay.
Now, this entire theory of one particular party having triangulated the contest and then having delivered a victory to another holds if the lead party is somewhere at 35 or 40%. Now your lead party is at 52.5%.
Yeah.
So basically it actually means it's a one-horse race. It was a one-horse contest. Rahul, just another very technically important point in comparing to the left. The left's great victory, its swan song in 2006, when it had a complete landslide in West Bengal, was based on absolutely doubtful, absolutely controversial turnout percentages in the assembly seats. Many of the assembly seats had a 95% turnout. This victory of the BJP is based on quite the reverse. It is actually based on turnouts dropping and fears that their own people were sitting at home. So, in a way, the BJP actually had an Agni Pariksha.
Agni Pariksha. This is what Prime Minister Modi said just about 45 minutes ago. Listen in, viewers. And then we're going to go into a further analysis of what happened in Himachal Pradesh. This is not just, a paean to the BJP. We're going to be very objective tonight. We're going to look at every aspect and then we're going to ask some very piercing questions. Now listen to this, viewers. This is what the Prime Minister said.
कि युवाओं ने हमारे काम को जांचा, परखा और उस पर भरोसा किया है। इसका मतलब यह है कि युवा भाजपा की विकास वाली राजनीति चाहते हैं। इसका मतलब है कि युवा ना तो जातिवाद के बहकावे में आते हैं, न परिवारवाद के। युवाओं का दिल सिर्फ विजन और विकास से जीत सकते हैं और भाजपा में विजन भी है और विकास के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता भी है।
Viewers, the Modi model is based on as the Prime Minister describes it, vision and vikas. In Gujarat, it worked very well. It ran away with the contest in Gujarat, that is the BJP, but it will be aware that in Himachal Pradesh, the Congress resurrected itself from really the dead, so to speak, and wrested the contest as well as the state from the Bharatiya Janata Party. It snatched victory in a very improbable manner. The defeat to the Congress will sting the Bharatiya Janata Party the most, and in particular National President JP Nadda the most, because he happens to be a satrap from that state. The contest may have been tight, but the Congress has done enough to pull ahead of the BJP. There might be only margins, 1%, 1,000 votes here, 1,000 votes there, but it's enough. And at the end of the day, it's going to go down as a victory. The Prime Minister says, oh, it was a wafer-thin contest, etc. But clearly, internal bickering cost the BJP. The BJP was up against its own party in various different ways, and the Modi factor could not galvanize the voters and make them overlook, ignore this schism in the party, and that's going to really hurt. Just look at the figures there. 43% was the vote share, 43.6 for the Congress, so it was only 0.6% more, but the Congress, that translated into a lot many more seats for the Congress. The others, the AAP at 1.1%, viewers. But viewers, as I said, the BJP and the Congress are entitled to bask in the glory of their victories today. But can you believe what happened? The thunder was stolen by the Aam Aadmi Party. If you heard Kejriwal, you would think that the AAP has won this election. Listen to Kejriwal as he thanks the people of Gujarat for bestowing upon the AAP the honor of enabling it to claim the status of a national party. In fact, Kejriwal's reaction follows from his own colleague Sanjay Singh, who said yesterday, viewers, and he boasted that the AAP has now become the national alternative to the BJP, and it's the Kejriwal model that can only exclusively match the Modi model. Now, it does take some real self-belief to make this claim. But first, listen to the claims. This is Kejriwal and this is Sanjay Singh. Listen in, viewers.
सबसे पहले सभी आम आदमी पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं को, सभी देशवासियों को बहुत बहुत बधाई। आपकी आम आदमी पार्टी आज राष्ट्रीय पार्टी बन गई है। गुजरात के लोगों ने आम आदमी पार्टी को राष्ट्रीय पार्टी बना दिया है। जितने वोट गुजरात में आम आदमी पार्टी को मिले हैं, उनके हिसाब से कानूनन अब आम आदमी पार्टी राष्ट्रीय पार्टी बन गई है। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है।
एक दिल्ली की सबसे छोटी पार्टी माने जाने वाली, जिसको ये कहते थे, उस पार्टी ने हराया, और साथ ही साथ अब ये तय हो गया कि पूरे देश में नरेंद्र मोदी जी के खिलाफ एक ही विकल्प है, अरविंद केजरीवाल। पूरे देश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का एक ही विकल्प है, आम आदमी पार्टी।
So viewers, has the AAP actually emerged as a national alternative over the last few days? Now, in my hand are statistics, hard facts, viewers. On India Up Front, we only deal in hard facts. And there's a whole list of contests that the AAP has fought over the last few years. Viewers, except for one state, and that is Goa, where it has 6.8% of the vote share. In almost every other state, barring Uttarakhand in 2017, not in 2022, in 2017, the AAP has 0 or less than 0% of the vote share. And I'm talking about a plethora of states. And let's just break it down for you, viewers. Concentrate on your screen and I'll take you through some of these statistics that we have put together. Look at Gujarat, for instance, where Mr. Kejriwal is busy thanking the voters. In Gujarat, viewers, Gopal Italia, the AAP Gujarat president, finished, defeated. He's there with Mr. Maan, the Punjab chief minister. Kejriwal himself said, IB has told me we are winning and I will give you a guarantee in writing. And he held up a piece of paper that 3 of his leading lights would win, 2 have lost. Gopal Italia and Isuddin Ghadwi, AAP chief ministerial face, Kambalia, out, finished, lost. AAP stars which fizzled in 2022 Himachal Assembly polls where they've got 1% of the vote. Rajan Sushant, ex-BJP MP, Fatehpur, lost. Manish Thakur defected from the Congress, contested from Paunta Sahib, lost. Harmail Dhiman, BJP SC Morcha president, Kasoli also lost. All three big burning bright stars of the AAP gone. Let's also remind you of AAP's performance in their own fortress in Delhi civic polls, where they managed to wrest the MCD. Their vote share shrunk compared to the 2020 elections, assembly elections. The numbers also are up there on your screens, viewers. 10-12% down. They even failed to defend their VIP constituencies. AAP hit a wall in Delhi. BJP wins all 3 wards in Shakur Basti. Why is this significant? Because Satyendra Jain's constituency, viewers, he's a minister, jail minister. 3 out of 4 wards in Patparganj. This is Sisodia's constituency, loses. 3 out of 4 wards. All 4 wards in Najafgarh. This is Kailash Gehlot's seat. AAP loses all 3 wards in Okhla. Why should this matter? It's Amanatullah Khan's seat. So even the minorities desert it. AAP loses all 3 wards in Kalkaji. Very important because this is Atishi Marlena's seat. Very close to Kejriwal. AAP loses all 5 wards in Mustafabad. Again, Haji Yunus's seat. Let's also remind you of AAP's performance in Uttarakhand polls. Let's rewind the clock a little bit. Held in February earlier this year, they failed to open their account despite fielding candidates in all 70 seats. Look at the numbers, viewers. AAP, seat conversion 0%, vote share 3.3%. Even AAP's chief ministerial face, Ajay Kothial, lost from Gangotri. Viewers, pay attention to this. Adding insult to injury, months after the result, Kothial even defected to the BJP. I'll tell you, a lot of those voters who voted for the AAP in Gujarat will not stand by the party. You can take it from me in writing. Let's move on. Goa elections. This is the breakout party. Goa elections, Kejriwal promised 10 lakhs benefit over 5 years if you vote for the AAP. Seat conversion 5.1%. Viewers, 5%. Its vote share 6.8%. AAP stars which fizzled in Goa, Rahul Mahambre, AAP Goa convener Mapusa lost, Amit Palekar, AAP chief minister's face lost, Santa Cruz. In Uttar Pradesh, 0% seat conversion, 0.3% vote conversion, vote share. Viewers, it goes on. In Gorakhpur urban, Vijay Kumar Srivastav lost to the chief minister Yogi Adityanath. Faisal Khan from Rampur lost. Rakesh Pandey, Varanasi, Kant lost. Shiv Pratap Singh, Itawa, Yogesh Dahiya, Saharanpur all lost. They were supposed to be the people who were going to be the torchbearers for the AAP in the state. In Punjab, let's look at Punjab. Vote share, viewers. Chief Minister Bhagwant's own bastion, there was a by-poll. In Sangrur by-poll, AAP's Gurmehr Singh lost Sangrur, Chief Minister's own bastion. This has just happened a few months ago after the election there where they came to power, where they swept to power. It's the only other state outside of Delhi where they have done well, and there are a variety of other reasons. So let's open this up, viewers. We've set up the entire debate now. We're going to look at this from different points of view, and I want to start by asking a fundamental question. Is there today no durable alternative to the Modi model? Remember, in Bihar, a by-poll up against the entire Mahagathbandhan, as Nadda called it, the BJP wins. In Rampur, for the first time, viewers, ever, a BJP candidate wins, and that too, for the first time, a Hindu is winning from Rampur. Not that that shouldn't matter, but I will just explain to you how, because of the influence of Pasmanda Muslims, you actually had an outcome that favored the BJP. So let me open this up and let me ask some questions. Dr. Ranganathan, today, as you see it, yes, there has been a setback for the BJP. You can call it a wafer-thin setback, etc. But look at the larger picture as I've detailed it for you. Is there no durable alternative to the Modi model as you see it? Durable is the operative word.
Good evening, Rahul. Look, there are 3 or 4 things that I think one can put on the table. One is, I don't think one should look at finding an alternative to the Modi model, because if there is something that I have come to believe over the last 8 years, it is that Modi model is a pro-India, pro-development model. Now, why should anyone look for an alternative to a pro-development model? It's as simple as that. I mean, if the Modi model was casteist like many regional parties in Uttar Pradesh, if it was divisive like many in Bengal or down south on linguistic basis, so many so forth, then yes, you could have or you should have an alternative. But if your model is saying that I am going to build you so many millions of toilets, I'm going to give you so much of health insurance, I'm going to give you free cylinders, I'm going to give you this, whatever, why should there be an alternative to something that's good? Yes, there are problems in it, and I think if you allow me a minute, I would like to discuss, because he did mention a lot of things in his speech. Now, there are many good things. First of all, congratulations to him. He's worked really hard for this victory in Gujarat, and to BJP as well. But there are a few things that were good, and may I please disagree with those who are comparing BJP's victory in Gujarat to that of left in Bengal, because there really is no comparison. I mean, the left destroyed Bengal in 30 years. BJP is, if it relinquishes Gujarat after 30 odd years, it's going to leave Gujarat as a very
even
prosperous.
The statistical metrics were doubtful. That's what
and those were times of booth capturing. We've lived through it, and
those
so many other
metrics were
things.
doubtful in themselves.
And political killings that left itself admitted, thousands,
I think most
tens of
people are
thousands.
talking about the duration there.
Duration, yeah. So the other thing that is good is the tremendous adaptability. Is almost like Darwinian that BJP adapts, and Jay mentioned 42% were new MLAs. I think that's fantastic, because they're not giving time. If you're not delivering, you're out. And I think that's great. BJP is working like a corporation. Now, the not so good and the bad things, and I'm only saying this on today, I apologize to the BJP supporters, because today is a good day for you guys. But the Prime Minister anointed me and all of us as chowkidars as well. So it is our duty. So I'm a bit put off by this Congress-like sycophantic adulation that happened just now, Modi Zindabad, Modi. That's not required. The other thing, 3 or 4 things that when Mr. Modi said that we are a party that makes tough decisions. Well, we've all seen how he repealed the farm laws that were supposed to be tough decisions, or the Land Acquisition Act. So that's other thing. When he says we are a party not of dynasty, we're fighting dynasty, well, there are currently the 94 BJP MPs and MLAs that are dynasts. And finally, when he talks of freebies, and he talked of that proverb, Amdani Athanni Kharcha Rupaiya, BJP is a party that is giving as many freebies as any other party, and I have the data to challenge it on, giving 2,000 per month to all women, for example, family heads in Uttarakhand, or for example, electricity, BJP 125 units per month free to all in Himachal, or for election promise for senior citizens, BJP was offering free pilgrimage to Jerusalem for Nagaland senior citizens. What can be more freebies than that? And so every party,
and electric scooters,
every party is doing it. So there are some bad things, some good things, of course, as a politician, is full of hypocrisy and double standards. But I think the good things today, at least I would like to say, in Gujarat at least, because of its adaptability and this Modi model, which is a pro-development model, I don't think any sensible Indian should find an alternative to this model.
Okay, Huda Zariawala, and I'm also going to bring in now Rajyavardhan Rathore, Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the BJP. Huda Zariawala, political analyst and AAP sympathizer, is here with us. Let me first get you to respond to this question that I've posed. Why? Huda Zariawala, let me ask you very straight off, and it's a question that I'm opening without any slant. It's a simple question. Why should we, on the back of what Dr. Ranganathan has said, aspire towards any other model when the Modi model is working just fine?
Okay, good evening. I can go on and on about how corrupt the BJP is and how India seriously needs a serious contender, somebody who can absolutely replace the BJP. I would start by quoting few examples. I can quote multiple more, but please hear me out on this one and allow me certain time over here. I'll start with the PM Fund case, which was supposed to be a public fund, and then all of a sudden no auditing was done. So where did all that money go? What about all the mishappenings during the time of the COVID? I mean, this country saw lack of oxygen beds, people dying in scores. For God's sake, there were bodies in, Ganga Maiya mein lashe beh rahi thi. Where was BJP all that time? Campaigning in Bengal. Now, please allow me time.
Yeah.
All your PSUs, all your, the likes of the Air India, GAIL, BAIL, SAIL, it has all, where these, PSUs built by the BJP. I mean, probably the only, the only monument that the BJP can truly take credit is the Statue of Unity. That is about it. I mean, what has the BJP seriously done in the past couple of years for the Janta of India, wherever it is in power? The budget is in serious losses. There has been absolutely no new development, even in Gujarat.
Okay.
I am a Gujarati. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, one second.
There has been no development model. There is no such thing as Gujarat development model.
You're saying it's done nothing and therefore it needs to be changed. Okay, let me get Rajyavardhan Rathore. You made at least 4 interventions. One on PM Care, one on O2, COVID, etc., one on PSUs, this, that, the other, selling the family silver, this, that, the other.
Just to name a few.
We've done that. Now, you can sit here for 25 minutes and you can recount everything that Mr. Kejriwal says. The point is, are the people buying it? That's a separate question and I'll ask that later. But let me go across to Rajyavardhan Rathore. There is a need for a new model because yours is not working, says the AAP spokesperson. How do you respond to her?
Well, I was listening to her right now and it seems like a verbatim production of Western propaganda. So I'm not surprised where this is coming from. All these issues which the lady is speaking here have all been answered thoroughly in detail in those times. And in fact, COVID was the time when India, despite being a developing nation, we did far better than, no, please don't speak when I didn't disturb you at all. Just have the courtesy to listen. So during the COVID, India, despite being a developing nation, we were far better than developed nation. Of course, we all suffered, families suffered, but then this was all new to the entire world. Coming back, 18 states have BJP government. The people of 18 states, they have a reason to elect Bharatiya Janata Party, and we are repeating our governments. That's a special case where people have seen our performance and then are putting us back in power to serve the people. So we have a proven test record. We are the only ones who actually have a vision for the country ahead. We are competing with other countries. We are ensuring that despite the disruption in the supply lines, we are ensuring our industries and our supply chains are maintained. We are ensuring that India becomes self-reliant. Now, of course, for all the ills that the Congress has done for last many decades, everything cannot be done in a jiffy. So we are on our way. Prime Minister Modi has already said that we've just begun, but we've begun very strong. And people believe in us.
He's saying that there is verifiable data
on the national network.
Verifiable data, says Rajyavardhan Rathore. Very quickly, Jay, you've traveled through Gujarat. Why have the people voted back BJP? Is it sentimentalism or is it actually there has been vikas on the ground and they appreciate it? It's been a tough time. It is, of course, a very mercantile state. So obviously, it would have been looking very closely at the economic management of the Modi government. What is it?
If I were to describe it in one sentence, Rahul, I would say it's a bond of trust and credibility. Everybody can come and make all sorts of promises. But when, we went to a farmland, we talked to somebody who's just, plucking fresh cotton here, a cotton field. And he said, no, it's Bhajpa. Okay, we know things may be slow, but these are things, they are working. The roads are far better now. The water supply is there all the time. There were people in areas who complained that the Narmada water had not reached them. Yet, had not reached them was an issue. It mattered for them in the election. But they said, as far as trust and credibility is concerned, okay, it's BJP. I think that summarizes the entire
Was that true also in Himachal, you think? Because the wafer-thin margin suggests that the public was confused. Clearly.
Absolutely. No. I just plucked out the Himachal data, Rahul.
Yeah.
There are still about 9 seats which have been won. I mean, they are no longer leads. They are settled. They are won. they are less than 1,000 votes, of which 5 are with the Congress and 4 are with the BJP. So you see, it is still absolutely that wafer thin margin which has deprived them of a simple majority.
So the party that says that it can provide a alternative model is the Aam Aadmi Party, and in Himachal Pradesh, which was by all accounts, Dr. Raman, that is, an election to win. Because as you know, historically the state does throughout the incumbent, and it has been doing so since 85 at the very least. The AAP should have been able to convince and win. But guess what? AAP candidates lost their deposits in all 67 seats they contested in Himachal Pradesh. Dr. Raman, why then is this talk about the Kejriwal model? Is it a mere creation of Lutyens' fantasies, or is it really an observable phenomenon on the ground, this Kejriwal model?
Yeah, first of all, Rahul, very clearly the AAP did sort of walked out of Himachal when they saw that the response wasn't very good to their campain.
Why?
And
Why was it not
because
good?
they rightly or wrongly felt that they were getting a better response in Gujarat, and they threw everything.
But obviously they didn't. They didn't get a better response.
Now you have to give me a minute to point out something very, very interesting which has not been put out so far.
Okay.
Now we talk about the BJP's vote share having gone up in this election, and it's a pro-incumbency vote. You do a deep dive into this result and these numbers, Rahul, and there's something fascinating which comes out. The BJP has actually polled less percentage of votes in the majority of constituencies vis-a-vis last time. What has happened is it has polled a humongous number of votes in 30 to 40 constituencies, something like 75%, 80%, and that has pulled up this vote share to 52%. Now what I would like Jay to do is to come out and say the number of constituencies where the BJP won with 40% vote share. There are I think about 8 or 9 constituencies they won with less than 40%. Second, very, very importantly,
but they
and I know 1 minute, they won it,
no.
sir. No, what I'm trying to say
is overall percentage is only 50%.
I'll answer
70. Overall percentage.
Okay, he'll answer you.
I'm not quibbling. The BJP has won a humongous victory and we have to give it to them. The point I'm trying to make is the argument that this is a pro-incumbency vote. It is. In Ahmedabad it is, in Vadodara it is, in Surat it is, and in Rajkot
tell me
it is.
one seat. Tell me one seat where. And I think Jay,
one very important point.
This out.
The combined vote of Aam Aadmi Party plus Congress is higher than the BJP's vote polled. I was counting and I reached somewhere around 25
versus 40% versus 40% versus,
but it would not have been 150.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have changed the result, viewers.
It wouldn't
fundamentally, we must understand this, Jay.
But 105,
Jay's coming in with the data. Jay's coming in with the data.
Let me give that when BJP won the 2014 elections with 31% of the votes, you're saying that 69% people did not.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you're calling it a pro-incumbency vote,
let's also forget, viewers, hang on. Let's also not forget that the turnout itself was low.
Yes. Okay.
Turnout itself was low.
Now, I'll actually
give you... I said 50%.
No, wait. What you have to do is, you have to look at the big picture and comparative. See, even in simple machine learning and statistics, there's always a benchmark, a reference against which you do. No, let me complete. This queue that you're referring to, the huge lumping of votes in urban areas, I know you're referring to, vis-a-vis in the spread in the rural areas. That has existed as a pattern right since 2002.
Yes, it did. But
no. So the pattern remains.
The pattern remains.
65%, 68%.
We are talking about a government. No, we are talking about a government, a party.
Tomorrow you will say in Muslim majority areas the voting percentage of BJP is less.
I'm just pointing out that this 52%
Dr. Raman,
is coming
will you concede? Will you concede? Will you then concede? Will you then concede? No, hang on. One second.
Dr. Raman failed in his post-mortem.
Let's
the reason being wrong. Raman, you are wrong.
Sir,
we can.
The reason being
my question was. Excuse me. 1 minute. How many seats? The answer is very simple. The answer is very simple. Is the Kejriwal model standing up to the Modi model?
No.
Let me viewers, let me take you through these numbers. We'll go by all these numbers in just a few minutes. But I just want to come straight to you. In fights where the Kejriwal model was pit against the BJP, how many seats did the AAP pull from the BJP? 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 35? How many?
2 in Saurashtra, 1 in South Gujarat, 3, maybe 1 in Central. So it wouldn't be more than 4.
It wouldn't be more than 4. The AAP has got 5 seats in total as of right now. Viewers, just think about it. In Delhi, it's pulled a lot more seats in the MCD elections from the BJP. You can therefore then see that from a challenger, it has actually become a contender, and from there a victor. But here it isn't. And let me tell you, viewers, when there have been straight off contests where the AAP is supposed to be favored, let me talk you through this. Goa, for example, the vote share for the AAP is 6.3%, seats won 0. This is 2017 in Goa. 2022, seats won 2, 6.8% is the vote share. There the Congress and the BJP were also in the equation, just like in Gujarat. Hasn't fared well. Gujarat, of course, I've already told you, viewers, you know the answer to that. Haryana 2019, seats contested 46, 0.48%, seats won 0. This is the AAP. Himachal Pradesh 67, 0, 1.1%. Jharkhand 2020, seats contested 26, seats won 0. Vote share 0.2%. Again, viewers, at best in Jharkhand a 3-cornered contest. At best. Karnataka 28 contested, 0.1% is the vote share. And it goes on and on. Madhya Pradesh, 200 seats contested, seats won 0, vote share 0.6%. Why is the AAP contesting so many seats? Because it wants desperately to become a national party. The BSP also for a while became a national party. Today, I don't think it exists in a way that would make people confident of its durability. Ravi Srivastava, I want to ask you, where is the Kejriwal model? Apart from half a state that you complained is only half a state and Punjab. Can you answer this question? Why is it constantly being rejected? Orissa, Meghalaya, Rajasthan, Telangana in 2014, 2018, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, West Bengal. Why?
Rahul, first of all, you cannot sell a model to people in one shot. It is to be experienced by the people. It is to be seen by the people. It is to be acknowledged by the people what is happening. What I find seriously faulted Modi model is that it supports
Mr. Maan campaigned saying that the Punjab Kejriwal model is the model for economic recovery. He took it to Gujarat. Can you imagine a chief minister abandons in no state? Let me bring in Tehseen Poonawalla, no fan of the BJP. Let me ask you, the Kejriwal model is the most sustainable model.
Thank you very much.
It is the most durable alternative to the Modi model. Would you say that?
I would rather say that the devil will do a better job at preaching the scriptures, or the shaitan would do a better job in preaching the holy book, than say the Aam Aadmi model is a durable model. Let's take at their flagship state, which is the state of Delhi.
It's a 10-year-old party. Kejriwal says, look how we've grown. The Congress doesn't stand a chance against us.
Let me quote Galib, dil ko khush karne ke liye. Galib ye khayal, Kejriwal ji ye khayal acha hai. Let's look at Delhi, which is their flagship model. What do they have in Delhi? They have ministers in jail getting massages. Their economic model that they speak about in Delhi, which they say that their budget is in a positive. Actually, it is the union government that bears the cost for the police, for various other functions. Therefore, they don't have to spend on it. The one model that they said was the Pachala model. They delivered Madhushala. So they have done nothing that can prove to be a way forward for the country. What the Aam Aadmi Party does, and I call it Aapka Paap, is simply this. It enters into a contest and it becomes an irritant. Now, I agree to an extent with what Dr. Suman is saying. What the Aam Aadmi Party managed to do in Gujarat, to an extent, is demoralize not just the anti-BJP votes, it also demoralized the Congress card. And I'm not blaming the Aam Aadmi Party that they have all the rights to contest. Thereby, ensuring that the voter turnout was low, spoiling the elections for themselves, and helping the BJP reach this victory.
So I'm asking you a question. Look, you're a big fan of and a part of this Lutyens, Fantastis.
I am not a fan of Lutyens at all, please,
Fantastis,
sir.
you
I
are
am
part
not
of
at
them.
all.
You have
I'm a
always
simple
said that
man.
you are. And you have come out and defended that entire tribe many times on Twitter, and I can just take you through your own Twitter in 10 minutes. But nonetheless, we don't have the time for that. I'm asking you, is it an observable phenomena on the ground? Is the Kejriwal model an observable phenomena on the ground? Very simple, direct question.
Its failure is.
Its failure is.
Absolutely.
Its
Complete
failure. Observable failure on the ground.
It's completely observable, and they are anarchists,
Mr.
and they are
Srivastava,
dangerous.
Mr. Srivastava, even in Delhi, even in Delhi, Mr. Srivastava, the Congress vote shares increased by up to 8% in the municipal elections at the cost of the AAP. The voters are going back to the Congress. Forget about the BJP. How do you answer? These are statistics.
You are just comparing before they show